Hey, what's going on, everybody? Listen,
Hello,
it's
world.
Wednesday. It's Lavish Bike Night.
Hey.
We here on the Biker Podcast. Who got an echo on? We can hear it. Yeah, cut that volume down. We getting that feedback. Where we at? Somebody got an echo on.
It might be me. There we go.
Yeah, let's get it right. Let's get it tight. So what's up, world? Today on the Lavish Biker Podcast, we got some ladies in the building today. We got some women.
Got some ladies,
Got
man.
some ladies.
We got some female riders in here, man. We gonna have everybody introduce themselves. We gonna start off. First, we gonna start off with our virtual guest, Smiley. We gonna get her on here, man. Smiley, go ahead and let us know who you are.
I'm Smiley from Sin City.
Smiley from Sin City. What's happening?
Hey.
All right, we got some other guests up in here. We gonna go ahead and have everybody introduce themselves, starting with you.
I am Honey from YCR Detroit.
I'm Blue Fire. YCRMC, baby.
Yeah, MC.
Yes.
Hey y'all, it's Paparazzi from Diamond Clusters, Detroit.
Everybody know me. I'm Coco. Now residing with the family of Sons of Zodiac, MC Detroit.
All right.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Okay, we got ladies in here. It smells different in here too. It's fresh in.
Fresh. So clean.
Yeah. So we got a comment. We got I don't know this lady, Lakita Murphy.
Really?
Yeah. Lakita.
J Boogie.
You know,
I see
whatever
Jay Boogie
that
on there.
girl name is, who I sent the text to after I hung up so scantless on her today. I ain't giving no time to reply back. But yeah, I got my co-host Pedro right here, man. Pedro, let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. Let's start this discussion off, man. What we talking
think?
about? Jay Boogie, what's up? What's up? I see you out there.
What's up? So I have a first question from each one of y'all. How do y'all think y'all accept it? How do y'all feel that part of the bike set? Because we all, it ain't no secret how
Women are viewed.
women are viewed on the bike set. So I'm gonna start with you,
So
Coco.
how we're viewed as women on the bike set, or
I mean, how you
myself.
feel? How you feel about that? How you feel about that? I mean,
Well-
because some people it bothers, some people it don't. Some people feel a certain kind of way, and some people.
Well, as far as the bike set itself, me personally, I've always had respect because I give respect. I think that's very important. When you give it, you
True.
receive it. When you carry yourself in a manner that you should be respected, you'll get respect. Different type of world I'm in right now because it's an MC world and it's a man's world, quote unquote. And, it was always said that, well, women don't really have a voice. The difference where I am in my camp, I have a voice. I have a sponsor that I
Talking to that microphone.
he's so mean. I'm talking into the microphone.
You
Can
got it.
hear
They
me?
got to hear you. They got to hear
Can
you.
you hear me? Everybody
Yeah,
hear
go
me?
ahead.
Okay, so as a woman now in the MC world, it's very different. I am a property, which I had to
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm a property now, which I had to think long and hard about that before I made the decision to come over to this side of the world. But the way that I look at it, you have a property, you have a building, you have homes. You're going to do everything that you have to do to take care of those homes. My sponsor, who was responsible for me, does everything that he has to do to take care of me, just to make sure I'm okay. It's no slander or, you don't have to go out there doing landish things because you're a property. It's a beautiful place that I'm in, actually. I got the best of both worlds because I can be with my sisters, you know what I mean? But I also have a person that's going to make sure that I'm okay, make sure I'm good when I'm out. They're actually my family. So as far as how I view the set, I have respect. and I, like I said, I respect everybody that I'm around. There's no bad blood anywhere, and it's just all about carrying yourself in a manner where you're gonna get that respect back. If you out there acting like a hoe, you probably be treated like a hoe. You know what I mean? Just your perspective. That's my perspective.
That's interesting.
All right, anybody else want to elaborate on that?
I'll go. So I think that there's different perceptions of females. I think what someone says to your face in some situations is different than what they say behind your back. I think that someone might treat you as if they respect you, but behind the scenes it's a joke. So I agree with Coco that it's how you present yourself and how you have to, be respectful to get respect, and you have to support to get support. It's, if you carry yourself like a woman, then people are going to respect you. But if you carry yourself like the house mouse, that's how people are going to treat you, So
Right.
I've definitely been in places before where men have refused to shake my hand because I was a female writer, and I just said, it was nice to meet you, and carried on with my day, because I know that there's places where it's traditional. Things change over time. So it's,
Let me ask you another question,
Sure.
though. Don't take this no kind of way, though. So I'm gonna ask you that same question as being. I'm familiar with your club.
Mm-hmm.
It's predominantly black, right? So that aspect of it, how's that aspect of it?
a lot
Because
of
I know
people,
it got to be, because
I don't know how familiar you are with my history in Detroit, but I started
Yeah.
out with Street Royalty, which was a predominantly white club, but we had black members. It was very neutral, very mixed, females, males, black, white. We had every race, we had every bike. We had love on the black set, we had love on the white set, and that's I learned then, and that's why I'm so comfortable going where I am
Exactly.
now. Anybody, I think, on any set will tell you we know her, because I get out and I've maintained relationships. Relationships are so important. So
Teach.
I've gone to people and said,
Teach.
I am here. I'm sticking my hand out. I am paparazzi. I want you to know who I am, because I want to maintain relationships. And I feel like a lot of clubs lose who they are because they stop with the relationships, and they stop maintaining the people that are important, So it hasn't been hard for me because of Street Royalty, because we were on both sides of the fence. I knew everybody, and it's easy. It's easy for me to walk in a white club as it is for me to walk in a black club. And you'll see on my Facebook post on a Saturday night, I might be at Knights of the Road Detroit, which is the oldest
know.
white club in the city of Detroit. And
Might
then
be in the
next
King
minute
John
I'm
Alley
at-
on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see,
the
you
next
know,
minute
yeah.
I'm at Hellraiser. So
exactly.
I'm an equal opportunity
right.
biker.
That's
So,
right. That's what's up.
it's
That's what's
all
up.
about respect. I've had a silly beef with one girl from YCR in my whole bike life in Detroit. I don't, I want to be everybody's friend, and I respect people the way that I want them to respect me. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Blue.
with Bossy.
We go Blue. And you're from your perspective, Blue,
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it real, okay?
as you should. That's one thing you can do
Of course,
on Left
always.
She Williams podcast.
So,
Keep it real. Go ahead.
so you pretty much the question is, how do I feel about me being a woman, a part of the MC world? Which I do agree with Coco, where a lot of them like to say it's predominantly men, and as us as women, it's like, oh, how you get there? What I can definitely speak on is from my own experience.
Exactly.
Me and my sisters, we earned our place. You know what I mean? We didn't get it because we was fucking and sucking. You feel me? We earned our positions where we are right now because we worked hard for it. Okay? We were dedicated. This is something that we wanted to do to grow, just so that we can let everyone else see and embrace that we love our men. I don't care what you are, black, white, Chinese, African, I don't give a damn what you are. But as women, we just want to try to see we can step up there too. We can handle that business too. But from my own personal experience, we earned where we are right now. It wasn't given. It wasn't something that we was like, hey, can we be MC today? And it was like, yeah, here you go. That's not the case. It took time, effort, a lot of patience, a whole lot of damn patience.
I'm sure.
But what I can definitely speak on from my own experience, me and my sisters, we worked hard to get to where we are. And it's a passion that we have. It's not like I just woke up, hey, let me ride a motorcycle. That never was the case. I've been riding since I was 17 years old. You know what I mean? So just where we are right now, it is a shitty situation at times. I've come across some people too. You know, hey, how you doing? And they, you know, giving me the look, and it's like, damn, what did I do? I'm showing you love and respect. But some men, they don't give it to us. I definitely will agree with that. They don't. But I just let that shit roll off my shoulder and keep pushing. I don't even care about it because that ain't what I'm about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's my little perspective on that, sister.
Okay,
Well,
honey.
For me, I started off in the bikers world as the only female members of the Rhinos. So I was considered one of the bros, you know. I even had a property. So
You say that again?
I had a property.
Okay.
I had to make sure I heard that right.
Let me say it again. I had a property.
Okay.
Can you
let's be clear.
elaborate on that for me? Because I wanna know you as a woman saying you had a property.
I had a property.
And a lot of people don't even know what that definition of the property is.
Let me
though.
first
Go ahead,
answer the
though.
first question
Go ahead.
about how I feel.
Okay.
And then we'll
You
go
wanna
into
go-
the property part.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Now, it took me 2 years to figure out what direction I wanted to go in after my brothers made their growth. So I studied everyone, and everyone had their own flavor, and I liked something in each one. But for me, YCR was about that life. You know, we cute, we can be, we not about that whole shit. We gonna be about that life. You know, we ride right, but if we gotta handle that business, we gonna handle that business because that's what we do. And it's not about a man's world because, truthfully, a man is nothing without a woman. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we love our brothers and we appreciate them. But if you look at the history, you always got a woman somewhere in the mix. Now, as far as me having a property, my brothers was kind of opposed to it, but I'm headstrong. And when they figured out who my property was, which was my daughter, so they knew I was going to take care of her. That was my responsibility as being her sponsor, making sure she was good in all aspects. And I took that on. So do I have a problem with properties? No. I just like for women to behave like women. And if you behave like a woman, you're going to get the respect like a woman. If you act like a hoe, as my sisters up here has said, you're going to be treated like that. And it's just that simple.
Because there's a lot of fucking going on, right?
It ain't got nothing to do with me.
I know. I'm just saying. I just think make that clear, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of freaking
Yeah,
going on.
nothing to do
though.
with me.
You know, I say what's on my brain. You know, I'm just saying. There's a lot of it going on, though.
All right, we gotta ask Smiley. You know, we gotta get her input. She on there.
Smiley.
Where's she at? Did she okay, we lost her. She gotta get back on there. She'll call back.
Okay.
What was the name of your first club again?
Rhinos.
Rhino. Where was they based from?
Out of Ipsy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It ain't the Rough Rider
I
Rhinos,
remember
was
the
it?
Rhinos.
Okay.
No.
I remember the Rhinos.
Okay, yeah, I ain't up on it. Yeah, we can go ahead and proceed. She Smiley, she lost her connection. So when she come back, we'll chime her in. Pedro?
It's on you.
Yeah,
It's on you,
so
sir.
so this the thing. So I want to get right up into it. You got the women in the bike world, right? And the way I look at it, MC, as I said before, man's club. Y'all call it motorcycle club, man's club. I mean, I'm not trying to be like rude, blunt, hard on the women, but the way I look at it, the women wouldn't be nowhere in this MC world without us men. So it'd be in a man's world without a woman. I beg to differ as far as the MC world, because there's a lot of clubs that don't even want women around. And I'm not being
truth, though.
bold as
That's
far as
true.
saying that.
That's true.
I'm just speaking because I don't take nothing away from women at all. But I'm a different type of biker because I came into the bike world way different than a lot of people that's up and coming. So the things that I was taught, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So me, I'm stuck in certain ways. I changed a little bit, but the MC Club, in my eyes, is always going to be a man's club. That's what the MC stand for, men's club. Y'all call it motorcycle club. And that's how we put it out there, motorcycle club. I don't want to take away from the ladies, and that's why we here. But when you talk about the motorcycle club and we talk about some of the ladies in the motorcycle club, I think that it was less foolishness and fuckery before the women started popping up on the motorcycle set. And I say that because women, they come with too much baggage, too much emotional stuff, and too much problems. I'm not saying this about all women. This is just how I feel from watching. When I look at the women in these motorcycle clubs nowadays, this is what I see. And this is why it's hard for me to really look at women real serious when it comes to wearing a vest, when it comes to saying I'm in a motorcycle club. Because y'all women, every 60 days, every season, y'all in a new club. Y'all want to start. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be the president. Everybody wants somebody to follow. And with all these overnight clubs popping up, y'all women don't even know the structure of a motorcycle club.
So
from my opinion.
And that's why when I was talking, I started to say motorcycle club, and I had to correct myself and say men's club, because that's exactly what it is. And I mean, some people have a problem with saying it, but that's just the way it is, the way of the world. It is a men's club. And where I am now, it's really showing me a difference. I've been out here 30-something plus years, riding since I was 23. So I've had my own club, Professional Lady Riders. I retired after 11 years. I was one of the officers, vice president for a very long time with Just Mary. Taught me a lot because that was my first club. And when Honey was saying, I watched them for a long time. I had no problem riding by myself. I rode by myself a lot, went to the clubs, was everywhere supporting everybody in and out of town. But when I watched those ladies, I saw what they were about. I did my research, and I did my prospect time with them. Like, really went to the events, worked, cleaned up, whatever they asked me to do. I mean, within, it was never anything harmful, but I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? And earned my colors to be in that club. I think that's where, as women, I'm not going to say a lot, some of the clubs that's coming out don't earn their way. Just depending on who they may know, or, they're not putting the time. Like I say, I put in the time. I was out all night carrying vests. You know what I'm saying? Going to the bar, getting their drinks, going to the parties, cleaning up, taking care of our out of town guests. I'm making sure, they had their plates made, stuff like that, because I wanted to be a part, and I wanted to show that I want this. I'm going to earn my spot. So even in the club I'm in now, I'm not a full member. I am a property, but I belong to the family. So when I'm at my club set on Sunday or whatever time we have a party, we got to work. Yeah, we got to clean up. We got to make sure our guests, good. I work the kitchen. Matter of fact, y'all come see me on Sunday night, Sons of Zodiac. Got that late night, 11 to 5. Every Sunday night, the most famous corned beef in Detroit. But anyway, I earn my way. But I ride, so I have respect anyway, because I've been across states. I have no problem with riding my bike, pulling up on the curb, hanging out, supporting, whether it's a social club or MC. So I understand how you feel, Lavish, as far as it's a men's world. And I get it because, like I say, some of the clubs popping up out of here every other month. Hey, there's another club.
I don't like Detroit, my sister. I'm going to go start a new club.
Women in Detroit, if we just came together
It's 10.
It
There's,
could be a
there's
fourth.
10.
But-
There's
but-
10 female MCs in the city of Detroit. 10 with a handful of members. Why? Why is that? And you got people who like. I just noticed this brand new club came out. I don't know none of y'all's names. You got colors. Now I'm gonna learn your name. It should have been the other way around. I learned your name a year ago, and now you're coming to me with, oh, you're in this club now. Like I learned about you because you have been out on the set for a year, earning that name and those colors. Not, oh shit, the whole club popped up, and now I gotta learn your name because I don't know who the hell you are. You know, so. Yeah.
The respect factor is exactly
Yeah,
what
the
that
respect
is.
factor's gone.
It's the respect factor that's for it.
I just like I said again, for me being a biker who've been around for a long time, and I mean I've been around longer than a lot of people really realize, because we didn't have all these other clubs, social clubs didn't exist. It was MC clubs or nothing. You know, until things started to change. And while we talking about females and the women, I'm looking at the women from a man's point of view, as far as an old guy who don't want to change certain things, but things change in time. The reason I speak on women being a problem, why do most men get into problems? Where do it stem from? It's only two things that I can think of. The two things I'm speaking on when it comes down to problems is money and women. And women be so full of shit.
Let me
To
stop.
say-
Can
to
I
say-
just interrupt you? Because what you're saying is kind of offensive.
No, I mean it could be, but it's the truth.
it's
That's how I
offensive.
feel.
It's no sideway bar. It's,
Let's hear
It
it.
be the men that be full of shit.
but if you really
At
look
times.
at it,
Yeah.
if you look at the dick
Very
and pussy
petty.
shit that goes on in the club,
It's
it's
from the
really the
men.
emotional man who can't handle the separation. So let's be real.
And then
Okay.
we
Y'all
be
need to
there
get up out y'all
clean up
feelings.
that bullshit that
For
be
real.
going on.
Hold on.
I have
hold
witnessed
on.
Get out
that
your
more than
feelings.
enough.
That's what you need to do.
Now, hold on.
I beg to differ, because a lot of the bullshit, because you got women, they fucking this dude, his
You
wife.
got guys doing that too.
You do. The difference between
Menage a trois,
no,
all that stuff.
you got the guys doing that, true enough, and I can't speak for every guy, but you got the women that go out. He married, okay, he mess around with you, okay, yeah, let's keep it on the low, but she got a point to prove, because she wanted to be known. I had your nigga, I had your dude.
The women's issue is jealousy and competition with each other. The men's problems is just fuckery in the club altogether. I see more bullshit in men's clubs. The women is always jealousy and trying to compete with each other. And I got 10,000 things of this and this much money and whatever. I see more shit in men's club than any.
But
other
you don't
women.
see men clubs, okay, they get problems and then they go, okay, let's start a club. Let's start our
I
own. We're going to
agree.
leave this club then.
I agree.
Because I fell out with my old boy.
It's no
for
new
the
pop
pussy.
up clubs.
No,
And
wait a
then
minute.
we're going to just go get a club right here.
Nah, they might not do that, but it's a lot of y'all men that club hop as well.
Club
too.
hop as well.
Y'all be hopping all around like goddamn rabbits. Now y'all do it too.
Kangaroos
now,
or
okay,
something.
let's be honest.
I'm going to say I have seen that.
Some men do it. I have watched it. Let me state this. I've been loyal to my sisters. I've been with them for 7 years. Okay, I've earned my shit. I ain't thought about nobody else. I ain't been looking at nobody else. They could backdose some information all the time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm YCRMC for life.
To death.
You feel me?
As you
But
should.
a lot of women, when we are around some emotional men at times,
Yes.
y'all do tend to play on that shit too. And sometimes y'all will pin women against each other. I've seen it. Unfortunately, the shit be sad. Y'all will do that. And women do fall
Kinda
into that
stroke the ego
cattiness too.
sometimes.
And
That's what
add
you
on
like.
to the bullshit. And then you got one sister over here pissed off. You got another club sister over here pissed off. That's where some fuckery come in at. Now, let's be honest about that. Now, are we emotional at times? Sure, we females. But y'all men, y'all be in y'all feelings way more than a bitch that's in labor, okay? Stop playing.
Pedro,
Ah.
Pedro Toya said you started a new club.
Yeah, I started a new club. It had nothing to do with that though. It was I just felt like I put it out in the open with why I started a new club, but I felt like we was being regulated. And hold on, why Toya spoke on that? Since you spoke on it, Toya, that started for females, for some female fuckery shit. For real. Since you brought it up, Toya, that whole situation started on some female emotional type shit.
Nah, like I said, I agree with that. We get
So-
emotional, y'all get emotional. Some chicks hot, some men hot. So everybody hopping around, to be honest. Ain't nobody really loyal and dedicated. Ain't nobody, to me, haven't really been earning their shit, and I do agree with y'all. It is female clubs that is popping up out the blue. And I ain't gonna lie, by me being one of them chicks, I earned my shit. Me and my sisters earned our shit. We didn't just wake up and it was there for us, you feel me? So some clubs, when you do see them just randomly coming out of nowhere, where the fuck you come from? What effort did I really see from you putting in? I ain't seen shit.
Right.
You came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't blame the women
Be
who
crazy.
do it because they had to be sponsored by someone.
Oh no, I'm not
Not
blaming the
necessarily
women.
though, Coco.
I'm not blaming the
As
women
far as
at
the new
all.
club,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Shit,
they have to
honestly.
be blessed by somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm not knocking the
So if
women.
they didn't earn their way or do the time, they were sponsored by someone. So it still was up to the man
to make that damn
to
decision.
Even with
to
them
make that
coming in new.
decision.
With them coming in new, it should be a sense of respect
Diamond clusters.
Well, it
given
seemed
to the
it
ones
seemed
that
from
paved the way
outside,
for
hold on.
them. They have none of that. They have no history. They just have colors.
Did everybody be quiet?
So listen,
made it
I want to say something because I haven't been a club hopper per se, but this is my second club, technically third.
Third, hold
I
on,
was
wait a
with
minute.
my-
Hold up.
Let me explain.
What's technically?
Let
What's
me explain.
technically?
So my first club, Professional Lady Riders,
Second club.
2008 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I retired. Just my time with the club, we were a little bit stagnant. I just felt like I still wanted to be part of the biker set with the family, but my club was just where it was. We did our time, we did our thing, and we just retired out.
Right.
So me still wanting to be a part, I decided to prospect with Rear Angels MC.
And what happened with that?
It just didn't work out for me.
Like how?
During
None
the
of my
prospecting
business.
period, which is where
No, I'm
you
just
should be
asking.
learning if that club is right for you. and
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
That's true.
for.
Right.
That's
And
true.
leave,
And
you
in the
know?
midst
That's
of that
true.
is when I got a little sick. I got sick last summer. And during that time, the club parted ways.
Which
As far
club?
as Rare Angels and some of the ladies kind of severed the ties.
There's still
And there was
Rare Angels
another-
out here though, right?
No, Rare Angels was still there.
So them group of girls that's still there, you why you just ain't go with
Why I
them
didn't
then?
go with them? Because when I want to be a part of a family, I want to feel I'm wanted.
Oh, okay, I
I
got
want to
you.
give respect where this respect is given. There were just some things where I felt maybe it just wasn't for me. That's all. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Nothing ill against
Right.
anyone.
Now
But
you
if I
talk,
wanna
Sometimes you can
be
be
a
close
sister,
with,
I'ma
because
call
sometimes
you
you can
my
be a little
sister.
closer with.
And it's okay.
Yeah,
That's
but-
okay. Just like as
yeah.
a mother, you might favor one child over the other, but you
Oh,
treat them
no,
all
no,
the
no, no,
same,
no,
but
no,
you
no,
love
no.
them. But you might, hey, me and Susie going here today, but me and Tommy might go there next week. It is what it is.
Right,
You can say
right,
it ain't, but it is.
so you
However, with
didn't.
a family, and I just felt like it just wasn't for me. If I'm gonna call you my brother, you my brother. If I'm gonna call you my sister, you my sister. I don't just throw that out there just for shits and giggles. It is what I gotta feel like you my family and this and that. And it just when the split became, it was a little divided and I was torn. And I just decided, I had already been, knowing my family and the Zodiacs. My very, very good sister Pumpkin, when me and Smartass start hanging out, they just became my family. And I decided that's where I was gonna make my home. So technically, this is my second club.
So here we
in
go
my
again,
30
though.
years.
Here we go. The female club, the club that you came from. Here it is.
PLR,
No, the second club,
which one?
the Rare
I
Angels.
was never a member of the club
But you was participating.
as a prospect.
But the
Just
point that I'm
prospect.
making is this: the Rare Angels, they came out strong.
Yeah,
They came out with
They did.
numbers, and I can't take that away from them.
you cannot.
But here we go. You still take them female club, they still split. Why is that? Female club. Why is it that whatever issues and problems they have, why can't they say, listen, we got our internal problems like every other club, because it's not like clubs
Every
are just
club.
perfect. But instead of saying, hey, I want to leave this club, I want to go start my own, why is it that they can't work out their problems in-house? And when they hit the streets, they come out in strong numbers. and be one club, move as one unit. Every club is perfect because I'm listening to you. You didn't cross over. And we know when they hit the streets, they was a nice size female club.
Yes.
Now they split.
In and out of state.
On the bikes.
Out of state. Yes.
And it goes back to what I'm saying. Every year you look up, you got these different female clubs. You got some clubs, different female clubs with the same member that went from this female club, something didn't work out, whatever that might be, go to the next female club, start another female club, and you looking like, dang, what they trying to do? Just where, patches?
So if you think something is internally wrong and you don't agree with, you should just stay within it because.
Yes, you should fix it.
I mean,
what if you can't fix it though?
I feel like.
Let me tell you. Let me say
like
this
that
real
club
quick.
in particular.
I don't think it's no club. You're gonna never be in no club. Period. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying, what nobody thinking, how I look on the outside. You're not gonna be in no club where you have some type of understanding, some type of misunderstanding. Because guess what? True. You have a misunderstanding with your own blood sister.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
I look at it the same way. Am I gonna get along with every person in my club?
Hell no.
We gonna have some conflicts like that, and then we can get back together and figure it out. And 9 times out of 10, if you really think about it, it don't be shit. It don't be shit.
It's not shit till the disrespect is gone.
But my opinion about that, it's one thing if one person leaves and hops to another club but when you lose half of the club, I feel like maybe there wasn't enough. Like I've known her for 10 years. I've known them for 5 years. We knew each other. We was friends and we've been out on the bike set. But when we came together and said, we're going to put a club together, we didn't spend enough time with each other, making sure we clicked together before forming this big club. And then not too long after, you put patches on your back and you're out here like that, you're like, wait a minute, now that I'm with her all the time, I don't really like her.
A lot of times what break up clubs too, I think is structure. Because a lot of people don't like structure. They may like structure, but they may not like it coming from you. Because now you the president. And see, a lot of people get caught up on titleship, like vice president, president. So a lot of people get caught up on titles. And so sometimes when people get caught up on titles, that's destined for a nightmare. If somebody, like when I was in the club, I never even asked for a title. I never asked for a title.
Right.
Because your work ethics is going to put you in those positions anyway.
Yeah.
Your work ethics was put you there anyway. So I never I want to be in the club. Let me be the president. Let me vice president, businessman, or whatever. No, your work ethics was put you there.
Yeah.
So,
I've known people that left clubs and were asked to join other clubs and flat out said, if I can't be president, I don't want to come there. And it's plain as day that person is here for a title. You're not there for your family. You're not there to ride your bike. You are there simply for a title.
So we got Truth that chimed in.
What's up, Truth?
I don't hear Truth. Take your phone off mute.
Hey, Truth, tell my man I said what's up. I ain't seen him yet. I ain't seen him since he been married.
She trying to get her phone off mute because can't nobody hear. So, Truth, figure out how to get your phone off mute. Because I can't hear. Hold on a second. It could be me. Okay,
there we go. We got you.
Yeah. Truth, what's up?
I'm in trouble now.
What's up, Truth?
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
So I'm just chiming in. I'm listening. I won't be able to say the whole show. At least I won't be able to say on live the whole show. But I think the problem with the new clubs, and I'm not gonna just say necessarily women. I think people are not vetting each other out. I think, like for me, when I joined, I started as a godson in 2007, so it's been a while. I went to that club, hung out with that club, talked to that club. And just before I made the decision to put that club colors on my back, I had to ask myself, for me anyway, I put colors on your back like putting a last name next to your name, because this is a family. It's not, because for me at least, when I'm in the motorcycle club with my sisters, and this is my sisterhood, I should be able to call you when I'm sad, talk to you when things are bad, tell you my secrets, and not think that in a year we're not even gonna be friends, let alone club sisters, and you will go out and tell everybody else. Right. So the problem is that people are not vetting their clubs and their new members properly. It's just more so right now for the sake of numbers. Oh,
Right.
we came out and I had a club, Queen of Kings, and we were out for about 3 years. And for me, it just wasn't going into the path I wanted to go down, so I just shut it down. For me, I didn't even really want to be in the club. I just wanted to be an independent biker. And I had a bunch of girls, and we went and we supported everybody, and supported us, and it was fun. But for me, it wasn't right. And I came from old school. Godsons taught you properly. It is a man's club. They taught you all that. And I do agree with both parts of it. It's a lot of problems with the guys in the bike clubs, but most of the problems stem from women. It starts from women, and then it escalates on. A woman can tear a house down. Okay, problems with a woman can completely break up friendships between men, all of that. So, but honestly, the biggest problem is that people are not interviewing properly. Like, you have to decide that this is a family. And you don't, when things are bad, you don't leave and go start your another family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like people so quick to divorce these clubs and go and start a new club. But I miss back in the day when you couldn't start a new club. Like, join a club that's already existing. Find it. You tell me out of 10 clubs, there's not one female club in the bike world that you don't want, that you can't fit into. If that's the case, maybe you are the problem and not the clubs.
Absolutely.
No, I feel you on that. It's like
Quality
join the
over
same
quality.
club. I mean, join the club that's already out here, and together make that club stronger. It's already got a reputation. It's already put in the hard work. You just, helping push that club even more, because right now when we go out in this bike world on a given Saturday, actually on any given day throughout the week, when I first joined the bike club, it was really, you had a club a day.
Yeah.
You had a club a day, and that was just that. Mondays we were here, even though it's probably really like two clubs, but you had the popular club and the non-popular club, where you had more of the young people at one and the older people at another. Like on a Mondays, you had people that was at Boogie Down, but then you had the old guys, they were at the Toros.
Right.
Now any day of the week, it's 4 or 5 clubs out here.
Shit,
You can't even have an anniversary party, because at any given time on a weekend, you got 3 different anniversary parties on the same day. And when I joined the club, it wasn't like that.
But
if I
honestly,
wanted to
I think
find,
that's gonna stop that from happening is the outlaw clubs. Like, because as long as new clubs are allowed to pop up and be around, and again, I come from a very old school. Godsons, anybody know the Godsons? They are old. And the way they taught me was like old school principles and old school ways. And I kind of still stand by a lot of the things that those guys taught me, as far as principles and things like that. Like, it just shouldn't be allowed that clubs can just go and tell their friend who's in a club that's an outlaw club, say, hey, I want to start a new club. Can you bless me in? Like, it just shouldn't be. It should be like, you know what? No, we got enough clubs right now in the city. Because what happens is, if you got 3 clubs on one, the club nights was to support that clubhouse, to bring money to that clubhouse. You come in, you pay admission, you come in, you do color count, you want to win color count, all that. If y'all not supporting clubs, how do you expect 10 years, 20 years down the line for these clubs to still exist? Because no one is supporting them. Because it's 4 and 5 different clubs parties each night.
yeah, you're right. It's 4 or 5 different parties. We got a couple questions man, in here. Let me go to one that I found interesting. All right, so this is from Keith. This is for y'all ladies, except for well, actually, I don't want to say except for, because I don't know. It's not my club, so I don't know. If y'all got to wear support patches, why don't y'all just join the club that you wearing the patch for, versus starting your own club? Wouldn't that make sense? Do any of y'all wear support patches?
That's the difference
women don't wanna
between being
be
an
property.
MC member and a property of.
You said what?
That's the difference between being an MC member and a property of. Like, I don't want to be a property of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can't join Sin City doesn't have female members. They have properties. So if Sin City allows me to start a female club under Sin City with support patches on, that's what I'm going to be, is an MC with support patches on, not.
So why not just be a property?
I don't want to be a property.
I think the thing about being a property is that over
The title?
the years, it's got such a bad name. it's like to
Yeah.
some women they feel like, oh, that's a downgrade, but that's
Yeah.
because they're not schooled on what a proper property
Exactly.
is.
That's what I was saying
A
in the
property
beginning.
doesn't mean you gonna fuck when he say fuck. A property doesn't mean that you the slave of the club. You know what I'm saying? A property is the woman of the club. Like I'm the woman in my household, right? But my husband is the head of this house. So I'm his property. I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna cook, but that's my role. And that's the role that a property is in the motorcycle world. But sadly, it has been turned into a property is a hoe, a bitch, a slave, and that's not true. Most clubs don't make you. I don't know a club actually, and I've been around for a long time. I know most clubs that have properties, and I don't think nobody had to fuck, you know what I'm saying, to get their property up. But that's the stigma of what it is.
All right.
Yeah, I don't just have less respect for anybody that chooses to be a property. I wouldn't respect Coco less because she chose to go to and be a PO versus finding an MC to join. That's their decision. It's just my decision not to join a man's club and be property, because I've stood in front of outlaw clubs that said fuck a bitch, and the POs need to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, and I don't respect that. I don't want to be a part of that. So
They need to be seen and not heard.
exactly.
That's what it is.
I'm
with
good
Yeah,
on that.
that's what it is.
If a
I
female
agree.
wants to be in that position and that's what she,
Y'all do need to shut up now, boys.
Listen.
Okay, now. Okay.
like,
Go to bed.
All right, so I want to go down because it's a lot of comments that had came in. I want to go down and try to read most of them. Shooter said women like to lead a nigga on by making the next dude jealous. What is your take on that? I agree. With some women, I'm not gonna. And anything I say is not every woman. It's just some. I know because I've seen it. I watched it.
Are we talking about relationships, or are we talking about
Just in the club.
Just
in the club world?
Just in the
Because
club. Yeah, we talking all about in the club. We talking about in the club.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, we
human
talking-
nature,
Everywhere,
though. That's human
That's
nature.
everywhere.
that's everywhere. See, you can't separate every scenario because that's just simple life.
I agree. I agree on that
So,
too. You're right.
It really depends on your mentality and your maturity. With YCR, we have our president, she don't play that. You know what I mean? And she sets the tone. When you have someone set the tone and you have a leader that she has expectations out of us, and you know what you're expected to do. You know how you're expected to act.
There's standards in our club.
So
Bottom line,
it's just,
either you meet that shit
are you not?
or you ain't about it. Bottom line, to be honest.
Toya said no club is perfect.
No.
Yep. Sellers said I tell people all the time, same shit, different clubs. That's how I feel, really. I mean, for the most part. But then Tish, where's she at? Because I read a comment. She said, okay, here it go. Why stay in the club if you're not comfortable and it's BS? For me, I think that, and I'm going to let y'all ladies answer that too if you got something to say. But most of the time, I feel like that's an important reason why people should know about the club that they joining in, because if they join that club, they feel a certain type of way when they joined that club. And for them to go down the road and say that, I'm not comfortable here. What made you not comfortable? Because you was comfortable at one point in time. Was it because you didn't get your way? But then again, that's just my input. I'm not saying I'm right. I just feel like, again, if you're in a relationship and something doesn't go right, what you gonna do? You gonna fix it? Or is it, non-fixable? Gerbina, no communication breaks up clubs. Nobody wants to talk to the person just about them behind their backs.
There's a lot
I
of
think
that
that's
that
true.
But that's just in family too.
Everybody talk shit.
Everybody talk about.
But here's the thing. I feel like not just women, men and women, you make your club look weaker when you go out here talking and speaking on your club.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times when a person does that, if you would just, if like you have a problem with a person in the club, sometimes people really don't be knowing that they doing things offensive. Some people do. Some people do. We know that. We know this. But sometimes if you just really just pull that person up, be like, hey, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you and pull you up without telling your closest person in the club, because you know how that go too. And just pull that person up, and the outcome will be a lot different.
But
Because sometimes I did some fucked up shit. And I didn't think it was so fucked up because I just spoke and said it and da-da-da because I'm kind of boisterous. And then somebody pulled me up like, hey, man, if you probably would have addressed it this way, it probably wouldn't have went this way. Then he wouldn't have been. Then I'd be like, damn, dog, I ain't look at it like that.
But you know
But that
what?
comes from the
That
truth.
comes for
You gotta
respect
be
though
mature
too.
enough.
If you ask me, that's respect too. If you in a club and you got an issue or you want some bullshit, whatever the case is, your brothers should be able to come to you
Exactly.
and let you know what's up. Your sisters should be able to come to you and let you know what's up without you feeling offended, without you all pissed off, without you whispering over here, whispering over. Like, no, talk to your bro, your sis, your family. Let them know, heads on, this is what this shit is. Can you help me fix it? Or this is what this, I ain't feeling this. How can we resolve it? Just like what Lavish has said before. You know what I'm saying? But it also still goes along the lines of you join this club. Everybody always thinks joining a club is always going to be peaches and cream, and that's not it. And a lot of times when you are a prospect, you're trying to figure out if I can fit in or whatnot. As you're starting to learn certain things,
Right.
it's like, oh, I can handle that. But when some bullshit happen,
Now you want
Right.
to change.
now you on some, you
Wait a
on,
minute.
who
I don't
is
know.
you? Now you a
Yeah.
ghost. I don't know this motherfucker. You not that same person that was working your ass off to get in. Now
Right.
your ass in here, where you at? You know? But that's what happened.
And them two,
But
and
I'm
that,
to mention
and,
to piggyback off what she said. It also is about, like she said, you got to respect the people that you in the club with, and then you got to keep your club business your club business.
Exactly.
Not running out the house telling nobody
Exactly.
what goes on in your household stays in your house. You and your man can fight all day in the house. And when you get out there, you
you
supposed
smiling
to
like
be
a
united front.
motherfucker. You supposed to be smiling
the
like a
problem is
motherfucker.
that-
Right.
People
A
go into
united
these
front,
clubs and they
nobody's
fall
supposed to
out,
know.
and they go and they run tell this friend who in this club. And they go tell this friend who in this club, and it's no loyalty in clubs no more.
Yeah.
But I think it's really not just the club world. If you look at how the world is now, we really don't have the loyalty in nature. You know what I mean? As far as how people act nowadays in the world. You don't have loyalty. You don't have compassion. They don't have empathy. So you have that just normal day. Then you put the club world in it, you know.
You
And
have
that's-
loyalty. You just have motherfuckers that just ain't loyal.
Yeah, some.
You know what I'm saying? Because in a lot of clubs, what happens is you get them cliques within clubs,
Yeah.
and that's
click,
what
click, click,
and that's
click,
what a
click.
fire star said.
Yeah.
You get them cliques within the club, and then that's where the fire started right there.
It
So-
don't always have to be negative though, because it's a click. I mean, I might
You just
be
rock
able
better
to
and
talk
vibe better
Yeah.
with one than the
vibe
other.
better with her than
Yeah.
you know, with Honey or
That's true,
whatever.
right.
And it's okay, but if we're bringing negativity within the clique, then that's what the problem
That's
is.
what the
Exactly.
problem is.
That's what the
Exactly.
problem. But it's okay.
I kind
It's
of
okay
feel
to
like
rock
when it
with
comes to
certain
my
people
club
in the club.
sisters, I try to kind of treat it like a relationship at home. I feel like, you know, like they say for a good marriage, you should always say I love you before you go to bed. So I kind of treat it the same way with my club
Aw,
sisters. I
listen
do.
to her.
I don't like conflict. I
So
always
nice.
try to
You ain't just
resolve.
nice. I know you.
I am too. I'm so nice, but I try to resolve. And like you was saying, I have told, you know, usually there's a chain of command. If you have a problem with one of your members, you go to the sergeant. But I have told my members, fuck the chain of command. If you have a problem with me, come straight to me. Tell me how you're feeling, because the sergeant at arms might misinterpret how you felt or what the problem that you had and bring it to me completely wrong, and then I'm offended because that's not what happened. So bring that shit to me. Call me directly. And if you can't call me directly and tell me you have a problem with me, then why we need to figure out what we're doing in this relationship, what in this club together.
We ain't sisters.
You know,
You
right?
can't
Yeah,
call me
because
and tell me
if
when
you
I'm
can't
wrong.
tell me
We
to
ain't
my
sisters.
face,
Right.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I've cussed at my girls. I've cried with my girls. I've hugged my girls. You know, I've blocked my girls. Truth can tell you shit. Me and Truth been unfriended 20 fucking times in the last couple years over dumb shit. But I always go back to Truth and say, you know what, I was wrong. I'm sorry, and I love you and I miss you. But you know,
Is truth ever wrong?
it's true.
No.
No, Truth is never wrong.
No, I'm going back, man. You know, Toya, she say if they causing division in the club, a clique is not good. Okay. Annette Hicks, I agree. Loyalty has left out of a lot of clubs these days.
It's just, for me, it's hard to look and see clubs that was loving on each other, supporting each other, you know, in 2020, and in 2021 they hate each other and they not talking to each other, and then 2022 them same set of girls in the whole it's like
In the
at
whole
what
nother
point do you
club.
say-
They're in a whole nother club.
I mean, and no shade to anybody, because I
Right.
love the bike world. I miss Detroit. For those who don't know, I miss Chicago. I miss my bike family. But at what point do you say, you know what, if I have to keep going to clubs, maybe it's me and it's not the club? First of all, everybody not fit to be in the club. It's
That's
not
true.
meant
That's
for
true.
Somebody got to be a civilian.
It ain't for
Somebody just,
everybody.
they like,
Listen,
go
That's
back
for
to
damn
your
sure.
show.
It ain't
Everybody
for
can't be
everybody.
a club. Everybody
The
can't
one
be a
thing you
leader
will
or
never
officer
hear
in
me
the
say,
club.
I don't care how much loyalty I have to Diamond Clusters, you will never in my bike life hear me say for life. I won't have shit tattooed on me. You will never hear me say Diamond Clusters for life, because all these motherfuckers that have this shit out here tattooed on them forever, such and such forever, such and such, where are they now? Not in that club anymore. And now you look like a dummy, you know?
So let me ask y'all this. I mean, because I don't want to just make it completely solely, you know, MC related in the club type of thing.
Yeah, because I'm an independent biker over here.
How important is it for you guys to wear colors and be in the club versus just being a rider, independent, just riding? How important is it to say I'm in a club, I got a vest on? Because it seems like with the women, and I'm only from an outside view looking in, seeing how, you know, they flop clubs so much. How important is that? Does that vest actually make you or make these women?
No, the vest don't make you.
No.
Because me,
A lot of them seem like they don't want to do without it, so that's why they jump around a little bit. It just seems like
yeah, I mean, it seems because you got some cool ass people that's not in club and they cool with it. They do the same stuff that we do every day. They the same places.
Me?
You know, and I take this even for me, and when I see guys out here in these clubs, I don't wear my colors. I'm not ashamed of my club. I just don't wear my colors. I do the lavish bike thing, but then I'm also in a club. So when I'm out on the bike set, I'm really representing lavish. When I need to put my colors on, I will. But I see people join these clubs, and I seen them over the years, or I grew up with people and they whack, they weak, they're nobody. I mean, everybody is somebody, but they're not who these strangers think they are. And they put the vest on,
yeah,
and then
do.
they
Say
transform.
somebody else.
They are bad.
Wonder Woman.
They bad. They this. And me, I just look at
Dudes
it like,
too, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, dudes. This is not. This is
Yeah,
you
this
know,
dudes.
this is people.
Yeah,
And they put these colors on. Hold on. So the point that I'm making, me myself, I don't wear my colors. It don't change me. I know I'm in a club. So if I don't have these colors on, I'm still the same individual. But I see that the vest transform people into a whole nother person that they're not. So I'm asking you ladies, from what y'all see, and you know, y'all all got colors on, is it about you? Or does the vest give you like a superhero, superpower type of feel when you go out here versus, you know, going from one club to just not going to a club? Me personally, I don't think I won't go to another club.
Okay. Before I forget, what some of these clubs I do need to pay attention to is if this member then came to you and they didn't already approach 3, 4, 5 other clubs, you seen they had them vests on. Some people don't actually check into why is this one motherfucker going all around the goddamn world and shit? What's really going on? And it is at times for certain clubs numbers. However, to answer that question, for me, I can only speak for myself. No, I don't put this damn vest on and turn into super blue. You know what I'm saying? I'm still blue at the end of the day. My family call me blue at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? My sisters call me blue. Everybody call me blue, flat out. I'm blue with my vest on. I'm blue without my vest on. Do I appreciate my vest? I respect my vest? Hell yeah. Why? Because I earned my shit, for one. And two, I didn't just want to have no vest on just so I can walk around and be like, hey, I'm a part of a club. Look at me. That never was the case for me. My whole scenario for me wanting to be a part of a club in the first place was based off of my personal respect that I ended up gaining after I met Sugar T. You know what I'm saying? After I met Jamaica. After I met Envy. You know what I'm saying? And what I got out of them was we solid. We strong. We independent. We don't kiss no ass. But they didn't just say, hey, Blue, come on over here. You know, just pop that vest on. No, bitch, you want this vest? you gonna work to get this goddamn vest. And that's exactly what I did when I earned my shit. So for me, putting on my vest, I put my shit on as a respect for myself that this is something that I wanted to be a part of. I'm with all the shits that come along with me having my vest on any given day, 365, 7 days a week. I don't give a damn. But for me, I enjoy putting on my vest. I earned my shit. I respect my shit. And anybody who don't want to respect it can kiss my ass. So that's why I enjoy putting on my vest. That's just my take on it. But I had to let you know. So.
I'll answer next.
Okay.
I'm Honey. I own Honey's Infusions. I own Infusions Podcast. I've been out here for a minute. So it is what it is. I chose, and when I put on my vest, I feel pride because I am sisters with some amazing women.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
They're amazing. They're amazing. They're fighters. They're survivors. You know.
No, they cool though. I fuck with
And
them.
at the end of the
Why,
day,
yeah, what up though?
I have to say it again. It wasn't something that was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that was earned. So I respect it. You know, and this is my sister, hook or crook. I know if it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I know I can call anybody, any of my sisters, and say, "Hey, I'm going through something." Mm-hmm. That's family. Family ain't perfect, and I'm a firm believer that family is not about DNA. I'm closer to them than some of the people that I actually share DNA with. Mm-hmm. So I treasure them. So when I put on my vest, it's with pride. It's with high esteem and respect for those who paved the way before me. That's why.
Right. I work my ass off.
I already know, girl. I know,
I work
girl.
my ass off.
I already know. What I owe you? You
Amen. Let the choir say amen. Shit. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'll speak next as a person who is an independent rider, the only independent rider in the room. For me, like I said, I started off in the motorcycle club, and then I had a social club for a short period of time. But for me, I feel like colors don't make me who I am. I am truth no matter whether you see me with colors on or whether you see me without colors. And I think people tend to hop clubs and get different colors and start new clubs is because they need some substance. They missing something.
I agree
that
with that.
Only
I think that
in their mind, club world can give them, whether it's acceptance, whether it's importance, whether it's a family that they don't have at home. So I think some people tend to join clubs because they missing something that when you do like multiple club at the club at the club at the club, they missing something, in my opinion. And they're looking for it in the wrong places. And they're going to each different club to see if I can find it here, I can find it here. And then they get cliquish, like we said, and then they bring them, oh, you come with me, we're going to go over here and do this. But the problem is that when you go to all these different clubs and it's the same problem every time.
It might be you.
It's you, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I didn't like mandatories. Let's be honest. I didn't want to be mandatory to do nothing but get up and go to work. So I just didn't have the time. So I'd rather just be an independent rider and ride and come and go. And I feel like I know enough people in the bike world that I don't need colors. You know what I'm saying? I hung out, supported everybody's club and all that stuff like that. So because a lot of people put a vest on and they put an S on their chest. Men, women, all of like, it's women who think they the sexiest thing walking because they got colors on. But if you put them out in the real world, no. You know what I'm saying? It's men out here who think they're the baddest thing in the room because they got colors on. But when you put them out here in the real world, they wouldn't make it.
Mm-hmm. For their protection. That's all. But when is enough going to be enough? When is there? I don't know. Maybe they should have a limit. Like, damn, like how you get to go to 10 different goddamn clubs? Put a limit on that shit.
Exceeded your lives.
You need to add that to the bottle or something. You know, shit. After 3 clubs, it's over.
I definitely like
no more.
Hey, so hold on, because the Ashley Thompson, she trying to get in. Ashley Thompson, you still listening? I just put a link in the comments. I think it was one of Gerbina's posts because I couldn't tag you. So see if you can get in on there.
She said a mouthful. Go back up and read her post.
Who said that?
Ashley had a whole mouthful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her in here so I can see what she got. I put the link up, so I'm hoping that she get it. You got to click on it and then take your phone off mute. So I give her some time, but we ain't got to stop talking.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all ain't got to. We
Well,
still
in the
we still
meantime,
flowing.
Don't
To
forget
figure
our
it out.
anniversary party is coming up in May 14th. Okay, make sure y'all be there.
All right,
Come
we
see
ain't talking about promos. We talking about bikes right now. We get to that at the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me
Just
pull up
push
your
that shit then, Blue. Push that
Oh.
shit, Blue.
Right. Speaking of that, speaking of May 14th, Blue. Speaking of May 14th, everybody. So, International Female Ride Day, it's first weekend in May. In Detroit, Bike Girls, Bike Life, whatever, we always do a charity ride. It's become a unity ride and not just a ladies ride. So that is the day this year, May 14th. It was in August previously. The hot weather was a mess. And it just did not work outside. The date that we chose for this year is May 14th. At one given time for this ladies ride, we had 300 women coming to support the ride. Now we talking about
300
loyalty.
of messiness.
We talking about we talking
Messy
about
ones with the dudes in the back that can't follow
Exactly.
directions.
Just playing, y'all.
we talking about loyalty,
Right.
loyalty and supporting. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women, bikers.
Y'all can all be in
here
one club.
Detroit. But where is the support
300
when
strong.
you do things like that? When you have your charity rides or when you have your personal events, we could pop up at parties all day long. But like for me, I had a fundraiser when I had my heart attack. Everybody loved Coco. Oh, Coco, we support you. This and that. Where was the support on that? That's personal stuff. That's loyalty to me because I'm gonna be where I need to be. I might not be at everybody's club set every week, but you gonna see me. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there when I can. But when we have things of that nature where this is women and we should be a force here in Detroit, there's so many of us, where do we stop coming together to do things like that or supporting the charity ride? And it's for charity. But someone actually told me one time, oh, I do that on my own anyway. I'm not finna do that and support that. It was $10.
So my
They didn't want to pay.
So my thing about bikers,
The
I always
$10
say
for a
this:
ride.
bikers are cheap. So don't even expect it.
Damn.
But when
Hold-
you have an anniversary party and charge $15 or $20 to get in, you want everybody to come and line your pockets.
You do,
won't
but
give
it
us
don't
$5 or
always work.
$10 to
So
support
come
charity.
on, where is the support?
Hold on, we
the-
got Ashley. I think this is Ashley, VIP girl. Can you take yourself off of mute?
Hey, Spoon.
I don't know if she know how to take herself off of mute because she on mute right now. What'd you say, Truth? You breaking up?
Can't hear you.
Yeah, her phone breaking up.
My sister said you're going to get tied up.
Pedro.
Gonna tie you up.
Said gonna tie you up.
I'm gonna be cool. YCR, I don't have no problems with YCR. Y'all gangsta.
You know what? Let me talk about this too.
Yeah, because it
Just
ain't
while
showing.
we
It's showing that
on
it's on mute, and I can't get her off of mute. I don't know if you got to hit your volume button up or something like that.
I
I'm
know
not
for
sure.
a fact I got a look. Let me say that I got a look.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people tend to take that wrong at times. Not just for me, but just
What kind of
just
look you
people,
got,
period.
Blue? What kind of look you
I'm
got,
a sweet
Blue?
person.
What
I'm
kind of
really
look you
cool.
got,
like,
Blue?
Look how I am. Like I get along. I don't give a damn. Like I get along
Your
with
teeth
anybody.
white?
Oh, they better be. I brush these bitches every day. Okay, trust me, 2 times. But what I wanted to say is that you know, I guess I do be looking a little evil at times, but I'm not mean. I'm so sweet.
It's all of them YCR girls,
not.
resting bitch
But
face. Just
yes,
all
we
of them.
do.
Just
We do
know
have a
what?
resting bitch face, but we are so sweet and so cool. Just don't fuck with us. We ain't gotta fuck you up. That's all it is. But at times, you know, some people be haters though.
So,
You know?
so
So I do know, you know, sometimes the clubs be having that going on. It's
Truth
about
say everybody not meant to lead.
looks.
That's the truth.
Yeah, everybody not meant to lead. That is true. But I just wanted to put that out there because I was thinking about that. Like, am I sitting here with the evil
Bossy
face
said she's
that everybody
mean.
say be
I can
talking about?
agree. She's mean.
She's a sweetheart.
Who?
Bossy.
you still on mute,
Oh,
Ashley?
Bossy cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you got to do.
But if you get
Bossy
on that
say
radar,
we stay
though,
on our own
that's
lane.
If you get on the radar though.
There's
So
no
so
safety
so
on that.
listen, I want to go back. I want to go back because I got a text. Big C said, you know, the women, they pretty much they are trying to compete.
Yeah.
They are trying to compete with each other. And we gonna go back because I got another comment, but I'm gonna wait till we get back on that topic. Do any of y'all all ride? Y'all all ride motorcycles? Okay, let me see.
And I think that's a lot of the problem today. I mean, every club's different. You know, we do in some of the chapters allow, I mean, it's in our bylaws. You can come in and not know how to ride. We have a certain amount of time to teach you how to ride. You can't have patches until you know how to ride. But I personally don't agree with that. I want an MC that rides bikes. I don't think that anybody should have full patches in a club and not have ever touched a motorcycle in their lives.
Have you ever rode out of state?
Yes.
What about y'all?
No, I haven't.
How long you been in the club?
With YCR a year.
But here so on that, when someone says I'm a biker or you're not a real biker because you haven't crossed state lines, I don't agree with that. I don't give a shit if you rode to California and back. I don't care if you rode 10,000 miles in a year. I don't care if you ride around the block or park in a driveway like Truth and her driveway bandit. I don't care. If you know how to ride a motorcycle and you took the initiative to learn how to ride a motorcycle, you're a biker, because to me, being a biker is in your heart. It's the initiative that you took to do that and find something that you love and the danger that comes with that. So I don't feel like, have you crossed state lines? I don't care if you cross state lines or not.
Pedro, do you think the miles make you a better biker than the next person?
Do miles make you a better biker than the
Next person?
I say that all the time. I'm not a biker. I don't even take the credit. To me, I don't roll 48 states and roll out of town here, but I never take the titleship of being a biker, because I just feel like I haven't reached that enough to be a biker. Because when I say biker in my mind, I'll be thinking like, I know bikers that been out there. Them motherfuckers pull over when they ain't got a rain suit. You know what I'm saying? They sleep right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no. That ain't me.
And everybody
I need a
has
hotel room.
Their own.
That ain't no.
Dress up,
that
say
part,
hi.
for me. You know what I'm saying? So I never. That's why everybody be like, "You are a biker." I always
Coco,
say,
have you ever rode out of town?
No.
You never rode out of town? Okay.
But we all know
You
Coco
know
rides her
damn
bike.
well
No,
I
I
rode
mean
out of town.
it's not
I mean,
necessarily.
no,
It's not
yes,
necessarily
yes.
for me.
Yes.
It's because I get questions, so people want to know.
Yes.
I know you.
Yes.
They don't. So it's not necessarily personally for me.
No, I was just kidding.
Okay. So you have rode out of town, and what's the furthest distance that you gals have rode?
Gals.
Chicago, Atlanta.
Toledo.
I went to like the other side of Cleveland. That was
Yeah,
the furthest,
Ohio.
Okay.
Atlanta.
It's not that I wouldn't.
But
I
that's
just
not
haven't
going to change
done
how
it.
this summer is about to be.
No,
Not
not at all.
I'm trying to be all over the damn globe.
Blue, you said that 2 years ago.
You sound
No, I'm just
crazy.
messing with you, Blue.
I just think that nowadays, as far as rides, miles, and all that stuff, I think everybody bike different.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because at one point in time, I looked at people that didn't get on the highway as not a biker. But then you got different ages, different kind of bikers. Everybody represent their club a little different.
Right.
Me, myself, in my club, you wasn't going to catch me on a Monday night too often. You had other guys that you would catch there every Monday. However, people knew that they could catch me out of state, flying my rags, but it didn't mean that I was less than. I just chose not to sit in the club.
Right.
I need to be on the ground.
Yep.
I needed to go. Yep. So I kind of, when people talk about miles and distance, I kind of view it a little different now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't agree with, and my club sisters will tell you, I don't like clubhouses. I don't like bumping the curb. I want to ride my bike. There's nothing exciting to me about riding my bike 10 minutes up the street and parking at somebody's clubhouse and drinking and smelling.
Toya said Toledo don't count.
I want to ride my bike, but it's not just about putting miles on my bike. It's about the experience.
Shooter say he ain't never rode out of town. Hey, Truth and Ashley, I don't know why y'all can't get out of mute. I don't know. I can't tell you. Toya want me to read something. I got to go back up there and read. Toya, I got a lot of comments
Say
up
ride
here.
to Chicago.
Ride to visit you. I gotta find that comment. That Toya has said. Cause I can see the people that's in the green room. I want to let y'all see that they on there. However, we just can't. We can't hear them.
I think there it go.
Okay, there it go.
My thing from light to dark. I don't know if it worked. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We hear you.
Oh, Ashley, hit that light to dark and then it unmute it. Or unless Lavish just did something.
No, I didn't do nothing but put you right here.
I think people need to ride they ride. Like
Whatever
people
your
put
ride
pressure
is.
on people
Yeah.
to say, oh, go out there and ride cross state lines. Everybody not a state line rider. And you putting your life on the line to prove a point to somebody because a person decides they want to go ride 48 states. So I feel like I got to go boss up and do 48 states or 42 states or ride your ride.
Hey, don't keep
You
talking
a
about the
city
48
ride,
states.
I'm a city rider.
True.
You a city rider.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
just
like,
joking.
people put
Nah.
pressure.
Yeah.
You know, like people
Yeah.
put pressure on other people
see, me,
and saying like, in order to be a biker, you got to do this and you got to do that. No, you got to do what you're comfortable.
You gotta
because
ride your own
life
ride.
is on the line.
Absolutely.
It take a lot of it's. You got to first of all be healthy to even get on the road and do that type of stuff. And
There you
everybody
go.
ain't up to that lifestyle. And you go out there and you get hurt because you trying to prove. Oh, I'm trying to prove true right that I can ride 52 states. Get out of here. Listen, if that's what make you a biker because you roll 48 states or because you roll in the city, then you a biker for the wrong reasons any dang way. You need clout. Like, come on. I can't stand when people say, oh, did you ever cross state lines? Like, I went to Chicago. When I was a godson, I rode my crotch rocket to Memphis. I decided that day, never again. And I cried riding the bike back home. It was the worst experience of
I'm
my
sure
life.
it was on the Rocket.
The worst. And I was riding with the godsons. Them men didn't stop. They stopped and got gas and they kept going. I hated it. Never again.
Yeah.
Never.
It ain't, one thing I learned though about that on the ground, it ain't for everybody though.
It's not. People
It
need
ain't
to
for
stop
everybody.
pressuring people and saying like you got to cross state lines because
I
crossing state
ride-
lines don't mean nothing.
I'm gonna tell you something. I did the 48 states and rode out of town here and there, but I ride my own ride. I ain't do it to impress nobody. I just did it because I want to do it, and I ride my own ride. Don't nobody press me to. Hey man, you ain't been. I ain't
I
been.
want to talk about you.
You ain't been on your bike, this, that, and the third. I don't care nothing about none of that shit.
Right.
I'm talking about absolutely nothing. Period.
Yep.
I don't got shit to prove to nobody though.
Hey, Ashley.
Yeah, I got Ashley on here, but she's still on mute. Truth, tell her what you did so we can get her off of there. So we can get her
I
on
hit
here.
it light to dark and then it came on. I just seen her. She was just on there.
Yeah, she was on there.
Yeah, she was just on there. I'm trying to get her where we can hear her though.
Yeah, first let me say this. I'm not calling nobody out. Jolena, I'm not calling you out with the 48 state or anybody that
Is that better?
If that's
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Holy shoot.
There
Let's
you
go
go.
ahead and hear what you got to say. Come on, now.
Yes,
Everybody
speak
want to
your-
hear you. They
we wanna hear you, Ashley.
they
Go
wanted
ahead.
me to get you
Okay.
in here. Let's talk about it. Turn your other music
All
off in
right,
the
so
background.
first off, hey y'all, I miss
Comment
y'all.
way back there when they was trying to get you on.
You said what?
There was she made some comment
well, I
about
made a
somebody
couple,
getting
but I
somebody
think the
pregnant,
one
and
ju-
everybody was like, "Bring Ashley on."
You said somebody pregnant.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
there was a pregnant comment way back when.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when y'all were talking about the women in the club and friendships and loyalty and everything, I've witnessed. Y'all know I'm not from Detroit, so it's the same thing, just 1,200 miles south. I had a member who apparently was sleeping with a member of another club's husband. She got pregnant. Now,
He skeeted in her.
my thing is, we try to join clubs and organizations that we have like-minded people for the same things, the same reasons. And as my sister, yeah, you're my club sister, but your integrity as a person plays a big part. And one thing I can say, just like those ladies that you sit on your panel, Shalise was the first person I met when I moved to Detroit.
With her friendly
And-
ass.
At our clubhouse, like faithfully. Then I met Coco, and then within the last year or so, I don't know when me and Honey met. We ran into each other first, and then I met the other young lady at Black Syndicate within the last year. But
dang, you ain't meet me.
Nah, she don't even know you because she quiet.
I know, like
I can't remember who said it. But
true.
ultimately it's your integrity of as a person.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter who you are just because, well, it didn't happen to me, so I'ma still roll with her. That shows to me the type of person that you are. So I can't continue to deal with you on that
Grab
aspect.
that piece of hair by my eye.
The situation y'all had a question about property. I'm a Southern girl, born and raised, Texas, born, everything. So the word property to me is not a good meaning. So I could never join another club to have property or even wear a support patch on that as far as that is concerned. That's my beliefs for that. But I think that a lot of times when these clubs, even as females, but believe it or not, I was in a co-ed, and co-eds can be just as messy. The messiness comes when my belief is, if your home life isn't straightened out, you try to act big Billy badass in the club. You have no power at home, so you try to take it out in the members that you have that are around you. So it's like, oh, give me some food too. So it's like we put that vest on, or let me say, some people put that vest on and they become Superman. And when they take it off, they become Popeye before he eats his spinach.
I've seen that.
And that's across the board. I was at a party one time, and it was a gentleman off to the side. He was an OMC, just like me mugging and frowning. It was a festive event. So I go and speak, and they're like, "Why are you talking to him? It doesn't matter. He's a person." I don't play that. People that know me, they know I'm friendly. I'll talk to everybody. Because ultimately, when you walk out of here, you got a family to go home to. You got a job to go on to. So really ain't nobody really, in my opinion, about that life. Because the ones that's about that life ain't out in the streets like that. There's a big difference. So we put those vests on, or people put those vests on and act like they're somebody, because when they take it off, to them, there really are nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'm going home to my kids at night, and I'm going to work in the morning.
Okay,
I
Ash.
don't know.
Thank y'all.
All right.
But
thanks.
and as far as I'm with Truth on the crotch rocket. I rode my crotch all the way from Houston to Gulfport, Mississippi. Unfortunately, I have a herniated disc in my back, so I can't do long rides. So I'm eventually turning over to the big boy bikes. But ride your ride. Don't let people tell you how to ride. If you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. It's not a competition out here, and a lot of times it's pissing competition. No, I never participated in the ladies' ride. It's too cold for me. I don't ride past 70 degrees. So, that's me. Remember, I'm from Texas. So 65, anything below 70 is cold. So no, I didn't participate, but those are my reasons. But I do feel where Coco coming from, as far as, if you're going to support, even if you can't be there financially, or even if you can't be there physically, do something. Don't just make it when it's convenient for you. And I think that's it.
Oh, are you in that club?
Am I in a club? No. My club disbanded, and I have no wishes or no wants to join another. I'm just going to ride, save my pockets, save my coins in my pockets, and do other things that I want to do with it. Because I'm not going to pay for a headache anymore.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's cool. Truth.
But can we talk about how dope the women bikers are? Like, we talked about the drama.
There's some fly
and all
ones
that,
out
but
there
let's
now.
talk about how
There's some
dope
fly
the
ones
women.
out there.
There's some dope women riders in Detroit. I don't know if y'all can hear me because it looks like I'm paused.
No,
but
I can hear you.
I have traveled. I have lived in Japan. I have lived in North Carolina. I have lived in California. Now Chicago. There is no bike scene like the city of Detroit. Like, we have to pat ourselves on the back. Drama aside, like, it legit is some dope women in this bike world. Like, I have made some friendships with people that I will be friends with for the rest of my life. A lot of these women, Coco, Jerabina, like, they came to my wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really do have some dope riders and some dope clubs. I just wish people understood how dope they really are and how they would be doper as a pack, and instead of being as dope as an individual.
But I mean, in order to be dope, they all gotta, you know, come to a even, you know, a even ground. They all gotta come together.
Well, you never
for a
gonna have
better
an even
unity.
round. Like no one is ever gonna be fully on one page. I mean, that's just period. Everybody has opinions and things like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like we've been on this live for about an hour. We talked about the negative side of the bike world, but let's talk about the positive side of things that the women are doing. You know what I'm saying, in the Detroit Bike Club, because I can tell you as a person who lived in multiple states, there is no female bike scene like the city of Detroit.
Well, let's talk about it.
I agree.
We got the floor. You got the floor. It's open.
I just did. I'm passing
Well, I
the
agree
floor. Go ahead,
with you.
Coco.
I agree with you, Truth, because y'all different.
Because when we really
Y'all
gotta
very
come
different.
together,
It was a big shock for me.
like when I think about our female ride, it started out with what, 6 people? Coco, Shalise?
It was 7 people the first year.
No, the first year it was
2 people.
2 people.
Yeah.
Then the
And
second year it was
literally
7.
watching it, like
Then
the
it went
last
to
probably, I would
100.
say
Then
2 or 3
200.
years,
Then 300. And then it's just continued to drop down. So we've tried to figure out what is the issue.
Too many people
because
don't like each other. And the thing is that we have to, all clubs need to come, whether you're a new club or old club, it needs to be a respect. I don't know if it needs to be a meeting had against the heads of all, you know, the clubs to sit down and say, listen, I'm going to have my club night this night. I'm going to have my club night. We're going to respect. We're going to support. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we need to unify, because one thing I can say about our female ride is people all over. My video got 15,000 views of our female ride when we had 200 women. And when I say we was blocking traffic, you know, when we get on these hogs, when you got a helmet on, you don't know if that's a man or a woman. These women out here ride hard or harder.
I
It's
can
women
tell.
out here that did the 48, 49 states. It's women
I
who-
could tell a woman on the bike.
I mean, no, not some of them women you can't tell. I'll tell you that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, women out here, we doing it when it comes to actually riding that motorcycle. We putting our lives on the line just like these men. You know, it's no different when you're on a bike. It's you can't tell what sex a person is. We're out here riding just as hard and just as much as these men.
Well, let me ask you a question. What do y'all dope ass women think about Shooter?
We love Shooter. Hey, Shooter.
Shooter's pretty dope.
Shooter's pretty dope. Hey, bro.
I just had to ask.
Bossy said, go to bed.
Bossy said, go to bed.
Yeah.
But even for the unity for the women's ride, going back to what you said, we have some dope women. When I first got out here, like I said, 30-some odd years ago, I met some amazing women that was doing some crazy things on bikes.
Hold on.
The
Toya
Willys.
said folks need to say what they got to say and stop sneak dissing. I'm not saying that she talking about y'all. Y'all ain't got to pause. I'm just saying that's her statement.
I'm like, who's this?
I mean, in general.
Say their name. Shit.
Well, while we wait on her to say her name, let me tell y'all a story one time. When
Shit.
we first did our female ride, there was a woman who watched it for the first 3 years on the news. Every year we're on Channel 4 News. And she watched it. And the 4th year, she came on a bike and said, you ladies motivated me to go and get a motorcycle. I always wanted to ride. And I hope she's on here because she's a part of Detroit Biker Girls Facebook group. And I don't even know if she ever joined the club. But I remember her saying, when I never seen so many women come together for a positive event and support each other and get on motorcycles. I didn't think it was possible. I always wanted to ride, but when I saw it was women of all ages, all sizes, different bikes. It wasn't crotch rockets. It was crotch rockets, Harleys, Victories, Spiders. It was any and everything you can imagine that everybody was out there. And that is what Shalise, Coco, and Jabina always wanted to do with this Detroit Biker Girls thing is we want to motivate women to just get out here and ride. Post in the group or post to say, hey, I'm about to ride. I'm meeting at White Castle. And then 3 or 4 or 5 other people go and meet and ride. Like, just get on your bike. The great thing about motorcycle, put your helmet on because then you can't talk to nobody. So just get on your bike and ride. Because then
We don't even do
wear that helmet
we
too.
do streets because
Make sure you wear that helmet too.
I mean, I like to ride. I like to see the girls on the bike riding.
we don't even do highway. We just do streets.
I
for
mean,
2 hours,
it's
complete
just
streets.
something about seeing the chick
Hell yeah.
on the bike, period. I mean, so I don't be looking at the I only look at one female, but I'm just saying in general. I like to see the I'm just saying. I don't look at the women riding, but I like.
women.
No, I'm saying I look
You
at.
don't look at their physique.
I don't look at. I like to know that women are riding. I only pay attention to one woman
Okay.
that's riding
Right.
the motorcycle out there. That's it. One female.
Okay, we've established that. Moving on.
But I like to see the females on their bikes.
Started like a bug.
Y'all don't know what I gotta go home with. But I like to see the women riding
Yeah.
in general, on the motorcycles. Even before now, back in the crotch rocket days. It's just something sexy about,
That's what I was.
a female on a bike.
Popping the willies and all this stuff way back.
They said cleaned it up. Yeah,
Right.
I gotta clean it up.
Way back when.
Shoot, my phone about to get a text.
Lavish,
The
let me
third
interrupt
year we
real
did
quick
our
if that's
ride.
okay.
We rode past.
Okay, go ahead.
Who's talking?
Jarbina asked me a question in the group. How are we different? Meaning, how are you Detroit ladies different? Coming from Texas, we have a lot of females, but we have more. And from what I have observed, we have a lot of social clubs. Now down there, to us, a social club is pretty much an all-female club, like a support club, but they don't ride. And I think we have at least about 100 plus in Houston alone. So when I came to Detroit to see all the women that I saw, or majority, even if they had, because I know to y'all SC is categorized different. All y'all rode. It wasn't just I'm gonna put a vest on, show up at a party. So when you met somebody, and it's almost, I've seen it to where back at home, it's like, if you see a social club person, the women bikers don't really associate with them because they're only really after a couple things.
What they after?
And that's the stigma that they have.
What they after?
They're not trying to. They after.
Go on and say it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. I need you to say it.
They trying to get on a bike. They trying to be seen.
They want that
Then we
dick.
have
That's
those
what
that are
it
really,
is.
really.
Hold on, Blue. What you say they want?
They want that dick.
Oh shoot! God doggone
That's
it!
what it means.
God doggone it!
I'm keeping it real.
But to see here, and I know Shalice started during when the pandemic started. Shalice started a online Zoom happy hour for the ladies, and I think it was just supposed to be a one-time thing, but it went on for a few weeks, and they're just beautiful souls. So, like I said, when I say y'all are different, you talk that shit, but you bought that shit and you ride your bike, versus some that I've seen before, where it's you just out here to be seen and you don't go nowhere and you just out here to be seen.
Ashley
It's not- you
Jardina said
can't
our
have
Zoom
no
is
budget.
private. You're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, because I
I
want to
didn't say
get.
what happened,
You ain't
I want
invited.
to. I want to get in that Zoom. I ain't know about it, so I want to get in that Zoom.
but
Lavish, you better get in nothing but quiet because you already in trouble.
I want to get in that. I'm gonna make it up though. So I want to be all right. I want to make it up.
but it was a big difference. So that's what I mean when I say be different. Nothing in a negative way or a bad way.
Okay.
I think that the Facebook groups allow us to share and try to communicate with each other. And I've heard a lot lately about multiple people wanting to do like an all-female MC ride. And I know there's people that are like, what about just the independent riders? But I posted in our Detroit Biker Girls page, I wanted to list all of the female MCs because I want to make sure that if there's anybody planning an all-female MC ride, you're including everybody because I want us to come together. And I want this year to be a year where we can show, I know that the rest of the world, the rest of the country is watching Detroit. Like y'all said, we are unique. And I want everybody else across this country to see that Detroit has so many female riders and MCs that get along with each other. You know, that we are that dope, that there's no beefing.
Y'all
no
gonna be
issues.
good for that whole day.
Listen,
It's gonna be a year.
Hey, the whole day, man. Wait till they get to their end destination.
Right? Nah, that's
It's
good. That's
supposed
good
to be the
shit.
year
Shalise.
of the unity. Year of unity.
Year to unity.
Year of the unity.
And I think
So
I
you
said it a
about
couple
the
episodes back.
MC Ride, all female MCs or MC or all female ride?
I
Paparazzi.
think that's dope.
Were you saying all MC
Oh,
females
MC.
ride or all ladies? So
Yep.
you
All MC.
excluding the.
But why can't it be
MC?
every? I'm just asking, what's the difference between putting a title on it saying that, hey, I only want the MC people to come versus women in general as
To
a whole
unify the
coming?
female MC clubs. That's what you
Okay.
need right now. You
I would
need
say that.
It's more
unit.
of it's
give
more
us
of
some
to
strength.
showcase. Yeah, it's more of to showcase that we're here, and I definitely don't want to put out, the people who are. There's girls that are in co-ed clubs, and they're welcome to attend, but I want to have a time where we can actually show you guys that we're all out here, because I know when I listed the 10 MCs that are in the city of Detroit, people are like, who the hell are they? Like, y'all need
Yeah, I
to
don't
get
even
out
know.
here and learn who everybody is. And, we have to
Y'all
have
should
our
do a
day too
picnic.
in MCs.
That's what y'all should do.
A what?
Y'all should do a
should do a
picnic. A
picnic.
female MC biker.
That's what I
picnic.
want to do. Is I want to do a female. All of the female MCs do a ride together and end up at a park and have a picnic where we all cook and we set up and we take care of the whole bike community. Everybody's invited to Heinz Drive or whatever at 6 o'clock on this day, and the female bikers are going to put on a picnic for you. That's what I want.
See, Shalise, you would have made a good property.
Hold on.
That's not funny.
Hey, I've been
not
talking
funny.
about this for years.
Yeah.
It's not something new.
Hold on. You got Yolanda Campbell. She said that was Boy-Headed V idea. I'm not sure what idea that was. What
Having
idea was
a
it?
female ride, but I've been talking about it for years. We've been talking about it at prom escorts that we've been doing for the last 2 years, but nothing ever comes of it because we're all together doing something, and we talk about it, and then we go our separate ways, and it never gets brought up again. But it's been
What
talked
Tish
about.
talking about on here?
Add a date
Tish,
and
what are you
set
talking
something
about on
fun.
here?
I'm down. I'll do it. Just let me know. That sounds fun.
It said not everyone is invited. Lavish is banned. Well, truth.
Bossy, he
No,
said
that's
you're not
that's
banned.
that's bossy. No, she said Lavish is banned. Listen, this is the year that I've been getting banned, so I'm all right with that. I take it with a pride. I take it in a prideful way. Lavish is a banned guy. Just makes me stronger.
What you
Shalise,
say?
I have a question.
Well, that's a great.
I know
Tish
you
said
wanna
nothing.
put-
I'm just here. You just here watching. Okay, no.
Nah,
So Gregory said, "Can you learn who's who with the different MCs without excluding the independent females?"
No, but I think Truth
That was
just talked about
that
it.
was my next question.
What was that?
Can you
What
learn
Coco just read?
without
Like,
excluding the independent female?
when she
Because I
said
think
she
they
put a
want to do
proposal-
a unifying the female bike clubs, not excluding
Right.
any of the women that ride. But right now, there's not a lot of unity in the Detroit female bike club, like MC clubs. That's what I think the purpose of the ride is, to unify the women that are actually in clubs with colors. There, we could definitely do. First of all, our female ride that's May 14th is not. It's actually men and women ride, so it's anybody, independent or
unity
club.
ride.
But what
It's a unity
Shalise
ride.
is trying to put together is a ride to unify the female bike clubs
Yeah,
in
strengthen
Detroit.
us.
Now let me ask you this, and I want to just throw this out there because we, talk about like the coalition type of thing like that.
Janika
If
said
this is a
something, too.
thought, have you women possibly thought about saying, hey, how come, or how about we build like a female coalition with the women of different clubs and y'all come to like a meeting, even if it's not every club person, but the female presidents and vice presidents and lieutenants. Do women club have lieutenants?
Do we have what?
Lieutenants.
Like sergeants? We don't have lieutenants.
Lieutenants.
I never heard of a
Okay.
lieutenant.
Sorry about that deal. But how about y'all come together as a, and I'm not using the word coalition, but just as different clubs come together so y'all can be on the same page. And then probably behind closed doors, whatever issues and problems y'all might have, y'all can really hash them out through y'all presidents or whatever.
Yeah.
And, kind of work things out to build a stronger, a stronger female club thing type of thing.
Look, that's dope. I agree with
That's
something
a good
like that.
idea, Lavish.
That's really dope. But on the flip side, unfortunately, what a lot of us come across is it's already so much bullshit that's already out there amongst the different clubs already. You done fuck my baby daddy. You done fuck my wife. It's already enough unnecessary shit that's already out there already that even if we are to do that, it'll last temporarily, unfortunately. And the reason why I said it is because some people don't know how to be like, you know what, look, I was on some bullshit. My bad. Let's move past it. Some people hold on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? They keep bringing it up.
Well, if you sleep with my husband,
play on stuff like that. You know what I mean? Some people can't.
Somebody who slept with your person. How would you move past that? Because that's the example that you gave, and we know a lot of times that's the mess that it is. So how do you move on to bring people together in that type of situation? If it's just regular pettiness or misunderstanding, or I don't like her because of this, I don't like her because of that. But when you cross that line of getting involved with somebody's significant other, I don't think you can ever come back from that.
Well, you don't have to be their friend. Nobody asked you to be their friend. But I'm just saying, you don't have to be their friend. But if you had some type of coalition, it probably if that's a word I can use in that. If you had some type of coalition, it would probably just say if 2 clubs was out and then 2 of the women got into it for X, Y, Z or whatever, and then it y'all had that meeting, and then instead of it going any further, you probably can stop that.
Everything all the time, right?
It's still setting the fire to everything all the time.
Like a little pool in the middle and let them mud wrestle it out. I'm just kidding.
You probably stop.
That's what they used to do.
No, so there's a lot of shouting on the comments about why do we have to separate the MCs? Why can't we just do female unity or unity overall? Or we're sitting here talking about unity. Why are we trying to separate it? Like she said, it strengthens us. It's not that I'm trying to not say let's everybody unify, but as a female MC, we still represent the female MCs of Detroit. So we still need to be strong together as MCs.
And nobody is going to ever like 100% of the people that they deal with, but you have to learn how to coexist and be grown-ups. I think everybody in motorcycle clubs are over the age of 18. Heck, most of them over the age of 25. And I don't like everybody I deal with at work. I don't like everybody. Now, sleeping with somebody's husband and all that, that's a little, that's a bit much. But let's be honest, most of the beef in the bike world is not about sleeping with somebody's husband. A lot of it is the petty, stupid stuff that really can just be set down with having a mediator, maybe somebody that's a neutral party, not for one club, for either club, listening to 2 people talk. It's all about the way you communicate with a person. We all grown, we should be able to have agreements and disagreements, but at the end of the day, you don't have to be that person's best friend, but to be at a picnic, it's such a huge area. Just stay away from that person.
Detroit Biker Girls Coalition, bylaw rule number 1, no fucking everybody's husbands.
All right, so we got Boss.
I ain't touching that.
We got Boss. You said it's something we have to work on. Small steps like the picnic will be a great start.
Absolutely.
We got Pint. She said that's right. There will separate the woman from the girls, a woman coalition. We got
and then
New
that
Force.
will cause for the presidents and stuff to step in and say, yo, look, we go do this. You know what I'm saying? We are going to do this and, control their members and their tempers and things like that, because you do want to be unified. Detroit's dope.
No, I think it is. I think I want to speak on the MC Club. A lot of problems that you might hear about in the bike world, MC world, at least from a while ago. I used to tell people all the time when they used to say, when they heard me say I'm going to the motorcycle club, they say I'm not going down there. It's always something. I used to always defend the motorcycle club and say I feel safer going to a motorcycle club than going downtown to a regular club. And they'll ask why. And I said because at a regular club downtown or any other bar, it's going to be a fight that break out. However, in the MC club, it's not going to be a fight that's just going to break out. And they used to say, what do you mean? And I'm like, trust me, if it's a fight that's going to happen, it was a fight that was planned to happen. However, whenever it's an issue or a problem, they're going to talk about it. Each club is going to, push their members away, and they're going to talk about that stuff. Party night on a Monday night, Wednesday, the heads from both clubs are coming together to figure out what's going on. And then they go out and they fix and handle they problems, however it might be, and it doesn't always necessarily mean violence or anything, because alcohol can play a factor. Anything could, play a factor on why, two people were going at it with each other, but it squashed. The two heads came together, figured out the problem, went back to their members. What's the problem? What's the issue? Blah, blah, blah. And they talked it out. That's why you never really heard too much stuff going on in the MC world. And which is why I always told people I feel safer being in a bike club than a regular club, because it's just certain things that's going to take place. You're not going to walk into a guy's club and start a fight. It's not going to happen. So as women, maybe you can really, somebody could, try to put that together. And I'm not saying it might happen overnight. It might take a little bit of time. Petty beefs could be squashed because it really wasn't nothing besides some he said, she said stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, other things can, grow and be put together. And I mean, if you don't deal with a person, you just don't deal with them. I mean, there's a lot of people out here I personally don't like. I don't talk about it. And I might even see them and give them a nod, because when they walking by, I'm next to Pedro, but Pedro don't need to even ask me, man, what's up with you and dog?
Right.
That's another way of keeping stuff going. Me and him know we don't deal with each other.
Right.
But in the eye, for me to say, what's up? And I'm not even saying I'm going to say what's up to everybody. That's just some people. Then you have some other people where you already know, dude, it ain't even nothing to say to me. But it ain't to the point where somebody's from the sideline is looking and saying, oh, what's up with you and him? Sometimes women got to put that kind of pride away as well. Yeah.
So what Dress Up asked is, if you have a female MC that's a support club of an MC, and you have a sponsoring MC, and you have sponsoring MCs that are beefing with each other, how does that affect the female MCs being to come together for unity? Would a male MC tell their sponsor, their female support club, that they cannot come hang out with this other support club because the sponsoring clubs are beefing with each other? Is that a thing? I don't know. Is that a thing? Question.
That's a good question.
But would that club, that the sponsor club, put them two together to squash? Isn't that? And I don't know. So don't none of y'all outlaws try to kill me now, because I'm really asking the question. But isn't that the responsibility of the sponsor club to make sure that these two clubs can commingle? As the parent, I'm going to make sure my two daughters can coexist together.
Well, we got crickets in here.
I mean, I'm talking to the people. Nobody wants to that's what it is.
But sellers say they hate on everything. They be beefing with you without you even knowing. I know.
Wouldn't that apply to men as well? If you guys came together, how strong you guys would be in the city?
I think we're pretty strong. I mean, there's problems, but I think for the most part, we don't have new clubs popping up. I mean, when we look at the numbers and holes, we might not like each other, and we might not deal with each other. But as far as the numbers, as you said, when you look at any club and you see their anniversary party, you know for a fact that this guy don't even rock with this guy in his club. But when they had a party night or their anniversary, you see them there as a whole.
But I'm not talking about party. I'm talking about how powerful you would be in the city if we all came together and do what we really supposed to do: support the community, get the kids back on track. It's so many things that we're supposed to do that we're not doing, and we're talking about partying. But what are you actually doing to help the community?
Well, I think that's a two thing.
I held a fashion show supporting different outreach centers every year. And when I say I get minimum to no support from the biker world, and this is something I do for the community. My club sister's there. You know what I'm saying? I have a few other trinkle in, but I'm collecting things at clubhouses. You know, you're dropping off socks and shoes and things of that nature, but you're not showing up.
Now, I want to say this. You got to keep in mind, we are an MC club. And when I say, we are an MC club, everybody that's in an MC club ain't with that community stuff. Mm-hmm. They're not with it. So we can't expect, listen, I'm here to join a motorcycle club for whatever reason I got. I'm not here to be in the public eye. Heck, I'm in the MC club because I want to
Be out
help
of society.
with my other stuff I'm doing. I'm in the MC club. I'm here. Don't take no pictures of me. I'm here. Yeah, I got a picture, but I blacked out my vest. So it sounds good in theory. Let's do stuff. Let's work for the community. But in reality, everybody ain't in the club because they want to help out in the community. Some people are in the club because it's underlying the things that they benefit from in the club that they utilize the club for. So
I get it, 'cause I do it too.
So I want to say that because
you do got a lot of clubs that doing their own
Community thing.
their own community thing. So
Yeah.
that plays into it too.
Dress up, say that's social club stuff.
Well, you know, what I do is
I think it is more social club stuff. Now, don't get
What
me
I do-
wrong. The MC club might do something in the neighborhood of where their club is at because they also know they're not 100% right. And to kind of
Right.
compensate for
It
that,
keeps down
they
a lot
want to
of
keep
confusion
down
when they do it.
right. They want to just keep their neighbors quiet.
Happy.
You know, so I don't agree. I mean, in theory, to do community work, yeah, that's good. But in reality, and I'm only speaking from on the MC side, everybody not there to do community work. If I wanted to, do community work in my motorcycle club, I'll go join me a community organization, not be in my motorcycle club to give back to the community.
Now keep in mind, what I do was started before I even became an MC. But with what I do, it benefits some of the people that are part of. You know, it's
Well,
some,
I understand,
some of-
'cause
you know what I'm saying. It's some of us that are
Our club is
really
a community-based
facing
club, though.
homelessness.
That's part of our mission statement is
Right,
to get back to the
that's what I'm
community.
saying. So
get back
if
to the
we
community.
that's
So
stand stronger
important.
on our
So-
mission statements
Just
or
being a good
our
person.
purpose, stand a little bit stronger on that. I get what social clubs do, but the power that we have as MC clubs, we can move mountains. You know how many people are homeless? Like real shit.
Start a nonprofit. That's just my opinion.
I
And I'm
already
not
have that.
saying that to sound bold.
I already have that.
I'm in a motorcycle club. I'm not in a
And
nonprofit.
honestly, the way Lavish feel, a lot of men actually feel that way. They feel
On a
like
bike
that's
set.
not
That's true.
that way.
Maybe let the women do it. Maybe let the properties or let the independent women riders do it. But like motorcycle club, they want to smoke, they want to drink, they want to listen to some good music, maybe see some nice women, kick it, ride their motorcycle, go home. They really don't. And again, that's old school biker, maybe new school bikers. Like, okay, more so, I'm all about giving back to the community. I think but that's me as a person, not a biker.
right.
It's just instilled in me as a person, and it's some people that's not even helping people inside their club, let alone helping people out in the community.
Right.
That's facts.
Nah, you got bossy.
So it's all about what you join that club for. If
Right.
you're a big community,
I
person,
think people need to take that in
I
consideration.
joined my
Right.
club because we gave back to the community as much as we did. That's what
Exactly.
drew me to them.
Absolutely.
I could still
Right.
ride my bike and do ratchet things when we wanted to, but we knew that at least once a month we were giving back to the community to help
Exactly.
somebody out.
Exactly.
And then you got those that's just like, you know what? I want to come see these bad dressed hoes and see how I get my dick sucked or my coochie ate or whatever it may be, and live that lifestyle and do what they want to do.
Now I want to go back
So
to
they
bossy.
join the club, like you say, you join with like-minded people.
Bossy say I sound bold. So the thing about it is when I speak, I'm not saying that to sound bold because me personally, I do a lot of community work. Lavish does community work. Has nothing to do with me being in a motorcycle club. Keep in mind, my mindset is stuck on when I came around the MC world in '99. I was taught way different than these up and coming people. So my mind is stuck on a certain way. In '99, could you imagine a OMC out there passing out turkeys? You ain't gonna see that. Half of them trying to avoid and dodge the law.
Right.
Cause their bikes ain't
Because,
right.
you know what I'm
Nothing.
saying?
They got warrants and everything.
Right.
So it's not that me. I don't have a problem. I'm into the community. I'm strongly into the community. But when I'm doing my biker stuff, I'm doing my biker stuff. And I'm not saying that if bikers choose to want to give back to the community, that's great. You gotta keep in mind, you ain't hearing the news reading the paper talking about, this motorcycle club had a successful community giveaway. It doesn't matter how many motorcycle clubs do it. You see every
still a
year
motorcycle
you're
club
still
at
a
the end of the
motorcycle
day.
club, and it's not like clubs don't do it. But let somebody pull a gun out and shoot in the air. It was a shooting. at this motorcycle club. So our reputation is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, I didn't join the bike club to be passing out turkeys. However, I'll go out and I'll help. You know, I'm just being honest. I'll go out and help people, but I'm doing that as a person. I'm not doing that as my club. My club, they do something for Easter. They do something for Thanksgiving. They do something for Christmas. They do something for Halloween for the kids. It ain't all over the internet.
And a lot of clubs do it for the kids in their house, in their clubhouse. It's not necessarily about going out and find, because it's so many people that need help nowadays. You know, I was a godson. I started back in 2007, and we did a Baby's picnic every year that gave back, you know, and we also did things inside the clubhouse for the kids of the people who were in the club, but they wasn't going out to find charities and to find, you know, people who needed support. They supported within their own.
And that's how a lot of OMCs are. They don't really need people from outsiders.
These big clubs,
you know what I'm saying?
They got people in their clubhouse.
They can support themselves.
I didn't join with my sisters to do no community service. Let me put that out there. I didn't join for that either. However, we do handle that business though. We do set up shop for that. You know what I'm saying? We do go down to the homeless shelters and things like that, give them those little care bags and stuff. We'll stand out there. We done gave away some turkeys. We adopt families. We do all of that. But for me, that's not why I joined. I did join because I want to get away. You know what I'm saying? I want to just be a little chill and stuff like that.
I want to do all of that other stuff, but I want to give back to the community too.
Right.
That's just me. That's what our club is based on. We're a nonprofit. We're not an MC or a social club. We're a nonprofit. You know, and we respect it. West Coast to the East Coast. So, you know, I think that is important to me. That's just my personal.
Some people need to realize though as well. I think some people need to take into consideration. Why did you want to join?
Exactly. Why did you join this club? This club.
In the first place.
Club.
Did you really pay attention when you were just a damn prospect trying to figure out what's going on? Did you look at that? If you knew, hey, I want to plant flowers. Hey, I want to do this. I want to do that.
You need to go in the plant flower
MC. Did that club do that?
Plant flowers such and such.
You know
I'm just saying. That's what you got to do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you got to do.
Really pay attention.
That's what you should be using your probation period. A probation period just not for the club to see if they like you. You should also be seeing if
exactly.
this like
This is where you fit in at.
Just because we got the same colors on don't mean we got the same morals. And if we don't have the same morals, I can't call you my sister. So that comes back to what we were saying in the beginning of the call is people not looking into the clubs that they join and they just join it for the sake of having colors or maybe joining because it's cute girls in the club. The problem is you have to investigate because you're supposed to be calling this person sister. This is a person that you ride or die with. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the person that I'm telling my secrets to. And if you haven't vetted them out and researched them and all that, you just join it. That's why you got so many clubhouses. Because you go be in there for a year and realize I can't be with this person because I don't like her. And she like my man and he like, and you go to the next club. So that's the problem.
All right,
but not only that, you got those members that join, and as soon as they don't get their way, they quit and join somebody else. And then they don't get their way.
And that's when the presidents need to be talking to each other before you even accept that new member. Before you accept the new member that was in another club, the president of the current club needs to reach out to that club.
But truth, let me tell you this though, Truth. You know why that happens though? Because now clubs are this thing now, this motorcycling thing done turned into like money now. So people are letting these people join clubs and start clubs for money reasons, for numbers and stuff like that. So that's we can say that all day, but I don't never see that stopping though, because greed is involved.
We got some comments, man. We got some comments we got to read. We got Shooter. I think you should do it in the neighborhood where your clubhouse is in. I agree. Because you want to, I mean, for whatever your club want to do it for, and also it just keeps down the neighbors because you are doing something. That's the way that I personally feel. What we got on here? Scott, numbers count. Unity plays the background.
I don't agree with the numbers count though, because I have witnessed this being in a club when we had 50 members, and then went down to 5 members, and the same 5 members was doing the same thing 50 was doing.
Quality over
So,
quantity.
so I don't agree with the number
Yep.
thing. You need numbers to do that. No, I
Quality
disagree
over
with that
quantity, for
personally.
sure.
Jay Boogie, they
I
just
think-
joining and don't know the history of the club. They joining.
Huh?
Jay Boogie say they just joining and don't know the history of the club. They're joining.
Yeah, they just like it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. True story. I took some dudes on a ride. I ain't gonna say where we took them on a ride, and they seen some stuff. And the next thing I know, they were so impressed. I came back. And the next thing I know, I was like, damn, when did you do that? And they was impressed by the club. I mean, the club. You know, they seen what the scenery, and they wanted to be a part of the shine without knowing what the work.
So why
was.
didn't they want to be a part of your shine?
Well, I don't know. No, I
Because
know
he a
why. Hold on.
nonprofit, they want that other life.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was like a person. I guess I'm gonna say. I don't think they never had been out of town for one. This was out of town somewhere, and this was a really, 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 really big event. And so that scenery. Sometimes you ever seen people that fucks people up. Sometimes. You
Oh
ain't
yeah,
never seen
especially
that?
King of the South.
Man, that fucks people up. Especially you take somebody never seen that before. You know how everybody. That's just like here in Detroit. Any club can say this right here. Soon as it's anniversary time, you got members that you ain't seen.
Yes.
Oh damn.
You ain't seen members all year, but when it's anniversary time, they got them colors on. They ready because they know y'all is what's popular that day. Y'all what's popping. It was the same type of situation with that.
See, and here's another thing.
Lavish.
It's kind of almost on the subject, but off the subject. When he come down to the anniversary party, see, for me, when I know that certain clubs or we having an anniversary party, and this is why I say motorcycle clubs are a little different, is because I know for a fact, dog gonna be there. Dog know I won't be there.
Yeah.
And we got some business we need to take care of. And that's one of the spots that we both know we got to be at.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's a lot of stuff that we got to take care of. So you see some people that you ain't never seen, because there's people on my club I don't even know right now. I don't come around like that. I'm active, but I don't come around like that. So they might see me, whoa, who's this guy? And I might look at them like, whoa, who are you? But when that time comes, it's like, oh, okay, he in and out like a ghost. But you got people that show up because of other things. So it's different reasons. Like you got, the person coming in because they just want to follow that shine, that hype.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm here.
Yeah.
I know for me,
here.
I pull up because
I
I
ain't
got-
seen this dude.
I got business
Oh,
with this
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Me and him, we on some other stuff. And even at these big events, you don't even see me. And I'm only talking about when I'm doing the MC stuff. Now, when I go out of town to these other bike things, I'm normally going just to go to have fun. I'm not even considering it like on some real MC stuff. I'm going to have fun and enjoy, but it's still bike related. I go to Myrtle Beach. It's to have fun. It's not on no biker stuff. But carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, they do it. You know what I'm saying?
You were talking about numbers and money. You were talking about numbers and money. And I joined the club and I really watched the demise of it from within the 5 years that I was an active member. When I joined, they had grown from 2 chapters to 5 chapters. 3 of us got officiated. 3 chapters got officiated, invested the same day. And then within 2 years, I want to say later, we ended up with 13 chapters across 13 states. And some of the members we're looking at like where you come from and what you about. We had one chapter who the president, I guess they were at an event or whatever, and the president got scared and left. Something went down and the president got scared and left the members. And all because the powers that be didn't vet the people that they were bringing in. It was like, oh, well, I got people I want to come and join and start a chapter in this state so y'all can travel out of state to come to our event. And within 5 years, we went from 2 chapters to 5 chapters to 13 to I think only 1.
All right, we
And
got
it was
them.
all because it was off of the money and not
Yeah.
vetting
Yeah.
the people.
Every time.
and you ran your quality people away behind your personal greed.
We got Demar. He say Deadly Assassins and YCR, hardest working clubs, and through the struggle in those times became a club, period.
Deadly Assassins.
He say DA, okay, it ain't Deadly Assassins. DAMC, who is DAMC?
DAMC.
No, DAMC. Only person I'm thinking about is Deadly Assassins. Now, if it's somebody else, let me know.
You damn right we one of them hardest working clubs that's out there. I done already expressed that to y'all anyway. Y'all know we weren't just giving our MC just because we look good, we fly, we strong. You know what I mean? We already know that. That's a given fact that I can tell anybody. Anybody who got any questions about it, like I said earlier, kiss my ass. All of us worked our asses off to get where we're at. We were just chicks, little off to the side, little social club and all that stuff. But we worked up. It wasn't just something that we just woke up one day and was like, yeah, I want to be an MC today. That's not what happened at all.
Bossy said y'all got put through the mud.
You damn right, sis. I agree. I ain't gonna lie. Blood, sweat, tears. I was tired. Tell you right now, I can tell y'all that I was tired. I literally was tired. I ain't gonna lie.
Bossy said people even turned their backs on y'all.
We do. We got some people that was like, they don't fuck with us no more, and it was cool. We respected that. We didn't cry about the shit. We also had some people who didn't understand why we did it in the first place. But for me, it wasn't for you to understand. You know what I mean? That's why you're not in the club in the first place. At least not with our club anyway.
Say it again. Say it again.
But at the same time, as far as YCRMC goes, we love everybody. We respect everybody. But once again, if you come on some sideways shit, we're going to straighten your ass out. Everybody ain't got to know we had to straighten your ass out because that's not how we do shit.
You sound violent in the mug. What y'all
But
violent girls? I'm just saying all through the show. Yeah, we gonna straighten your ass. I mean, god damn.
I mean, if I gotta straighten your ass out, I am. But I just don't have to make a scene about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them chicks. I can pull you to the side like, look, sis, I wasn't feeling that shit. I need you to chill the fuck out. I do got a potty mouth. If anybody really know Blue Fire, they'll know.
She might be a crip or something. She say, "Hold herself, Blue."
I'm not a crip.
I mean, she doing something.
No, I'm just straight up just being honest with y'all. I told y'all I'm gonna keep it real. You ask a question, I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is just how I am. All my sisters not like this. We got some sisters that's a little bit more quiet. Some sisters like me, we're a little bit more vocal at times. But for the most part, you can approach any one of my sisters.
It's only like I only know like one of the coolest sisters like in y'all club. It's only like I mean Sugar T is cool, but like the dopest one that I think that's in y'all club, that's in YCR. The dopest chick.
I'm listening.
Is probably it ain't no probably. The dopest chick is Isis.
That's my baby.
I'm saying she the dopest.
And that's your cousin.
That's my baby. Yeah.
No, we ain't talking about family matters. I'm just saying
they blood
that.
related. Yeah, they blood related. Hey, give me some.
That she the dopest.
They blood related. See, you try to throw that out there. Right. I wasn't trying to say nothing, but
word.
you know.
Yeah,
She's
okay,
so
yeah,
sweet,
that's my cousin.
She's
Yeah,
so
yeah. You know, she representing. You know what I'm saying? We got Ja. I'm going back on the comments. Like I always tell y'all, they be
That's
all
what's up,
you know, kind of you know, not in order. She
That's
give
up.
back as an individual with her own money, and if people help me, then I appreciate it.
What was that?
That she gives back as an individual with her own money. And if people help me, then she appreciates. Pretty much, she gives back. She uses her own money to give back
to the community.
And if people help her, then she appreciate that. Then you got Jay Boogie. I can't even find a comment because she does the turkey things every year. So that's what she does. And she also said the Harley Boys and Girls. That's a part of their mission from day one.
Yeah. No question. Shout out to Hardy Boys and Girls.
I'm trying to read everything as they come.
We start,
I think that's important though, because even
I think it's important. Like we had a chance, we had like plenty of opportunities to MC, but for me personally,
right?
I'm talking about like plenty of opportunities.
Right.
For me personally, I felt like we had more free to do what we want to do as a nonprofit.
That's understandable. Yeah.
So we just went that route.
Like even talking about researching or whatever, when you're thinking about going to a club, seeing if they are like-minded as you are. I have always wanted to give back to the community in whatever aspect it was. Right. So yeah, I might cook dinner on a Sunday and pack up 10, 15 meals. You won't know, but I'm going around, driving around in my car. My kids might be with me, passing them out because I know where people are, at the Eastern Market, at the freeway. Right. But that's something that's who I am. You know what I mean? So I can't really be mad if someone doesn't want to do what I do. But when I was thinking about joining the club, I had to let them know that community service was important to me. So the last time when I got out and cooked food and passed out hats and gloves and things like that, part of my club assisted me. Now this is an MC. This is a men's club, motorcycle club. This is not what they do. However, when your club is behind you and they back you and they know what's important to you, I think it's important that they support what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Support what you do. And that, was a big part of me joining them. They support what I like to do, my community work. So I won't just give that up because I joined the MC, because this has always been who I was. You know what I mean? You can't give up your identity. And I think a lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but some felt or feel like maybe I'm bigger than being a property of a club. And that's okay to feel that way, but I don't feel like it's a bad thing that I'm a property of the club.
No, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I want to be honest with you. And this is just my personal thought, nobody else. For me, watching you hold down the PLR vest for so long, to the point where you was the only one rocking the PLR vest by yourself, holding it down wherever everybody else went, retired, faded away. You were the only one rocking the vest. It was a shock when I seen you go over to the Rare Angels, just because you went so long with the the PLR vest, holding it. Would I have wanted to probably see you recruit more people? I don't know. But for whatever reason, you held it on. And when you went over there, I looked at it like, wow, she done wore this vest for so long. Why does she, because that's what I'm used to seeing Coco with, the PLR vest. So then when I seen you with the Zodiac property set, I questioned that within myself, like, hold on, man.
We all did.
What made you do that? And this is like the question where I think about when I say what made you do that. What made you do that versus just not wearing the vest at all? You are branded as PLR. Okay. You went the summer as with the other club, Hell's Angels. What? I don't want to say it wrong. Rare Angels. Don't listen, Rare Angels. I apologize. Don't talk bad about me. Shit, there's so many of these clubs. I get them all confused, okay? But for you to go from there, a women's club, to being a property, I did question that. Because you by yourself, you don't, for me, I look at you, you don't need to be in anybody's club. So I did kind of look at you like, man, what in the world made her want to go do that? What made you want to do that? I mean, you did say because of how you felt, but
so, and I get this, and people look at it like, you went where and you rocking what with the property. So for me, again, I had to really understand and I appreciate everybody's respect, because like you say, I wore PLR till the end.
Wheels fell off.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's because I was true to the sisterhood. I didn't ever think about going anywhere else. But when I retired it out, I just wasn't done with my mission out here as far as in the bike world, and wanting the support of a family. Like I say, I have things that I want to do. I feel like I was put here to give back to my community, to help my brothers and sisters, families out there, give of me as God would have and use me. So to want the support of a family is the reason why I'm still with a club. So whether it had been Rare Angels, where I stayed, or became a member, which I did not become a member, or now the family where I am. And like I said, when I just did my last community give back, I had support. Whether it was money, here, you doing this, doing that, here's some money. Like I said, they're MC. They might not be all about that all the time, but my concerns and my reasons for doing things are heard. And now I can get some support just because it's important to me, and I'm part of the family now. So yeah, a little bit different. Like I say, property, I had to realize it's not a bad thing. And you all know that, technically still married out here in the world. And my husband is the president of an outlaw. So people looking like, well, why you didn't put on that property colors? Or I was dating Sleepy. Why you didn't put on those colors, Boogie Down? Why didn't you go here? Or why didn't you go there? Because it's my personal decision. And I'm going to go where I'm happy and I feel where I'm going to make my home. And if this right here didn't work, I wouldn't go to another club. I'm not one to say, well, let me go try that. Oh, let me go try that.
Nope.
No, but it's right now I just wasn't done with
MC.
it. And I did social club. I was a social club because for a long, long time I was coming with my brother over there. I wanted to join the MC and just move a little bit different.
All right, you got a couple people saying, tell them Coco. You got Josh say Coco is the mother in the bike world. Queen bee in my world. Much respect to her.
I can't say Coco. You support a lot of people, man. I can't say I done seen you at every set I done been at. I can say that. I can stand on that for sure.
Yeah, she be out there.
Love for everybody. I
can say that. I can say that.
I mean, she done been there. My election, she was there.
Man, I froze.
She was there. Jay Boogie, she was there. Ja was there. I mean, they be out there. I mean, they be out there. They be supporting.
But it's just supporting to support each other. And we can't do everything. But it's like when you can, I mean.
Not when it's 100 damn clubs keep popping up.
Right.
You can't do everything. I can only walk my walk.
We gonna call you hostile.
I can walk my walk.
Change your name
to hostile blue hostile.
Coco, will you tell her I'm not no hostile person?
She cold though. She a badass.
I'm just saying. I'm cool.
Dress up say I hold her down through it all.
Huh?
Dress up said he hold you down through it all.
And he absolutely does. And likewise for me to him too. They don't understand.
Tell him you love him.
Love you, Dress Up.
That's what I'm talking about. Toya says she don't need a vest, period. Yeah, you don't need a vest, period. Y'all got something else y'all want to say while y'all on here, man, about women and y'all riding these motorcycles and being in the club?
We got some badass women. And look, Jaja on there, I would not do them 48 states. I ain't gonna do it. And I ride. All hands up, toes up, all this. Weather the storm, Pedro, everybody that do it. So somebody else who else just did it?
No, what's up? You got
you got Goose and did.
No, we talking about females. The funeral home, she gonna be mad when she here because I ain't got her name right.
Delight.
Okay.
Karma Delight.
Kelly did it.
Heck yeah.
Soul Bro's wife.
Yeah.
That's Karma Delight.
Oh, okay. Well, if I meet you, what name you gonna be that name?
Hold on. Why y'all, do they do it all at one time? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I think Karma Delight might have did it twice.
She had to do it twice.
She did it twice.
East Coast and then West Coast.
Look, I don't.
No, I'm just saying. No,
she was out there weathering it.
That actually was a joke because every time somebody bring that 40 states, 48 state up, they always.
Hey, look,
round
of applause to them.
Did you? Yeah, I did.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it either.
Period.
Man.
All the women.
I might do it.
I might do it.
Shout out to Soul Bro and his wife. She be riding that thing.
Yeah. Said, shout out to the driveway bandits.
Shout out to her.
Truth says she did it twice. She did it twice. See, those people that got money. See, y'all think it's just about riding. It costs money to do it.
You got to be able to not be at work.
You got to be healthy though, too.
Yeah.
You got to be healthy. It ain't you can't be. You don't have your health together.
No, I can ride to Atlanta like it's the next city.
Yo, with the eyes closed.
What, John? What John say? No, she ain't at Coco. What she say?
I don't know, John. What you talking about?
Oh no, she did it. Oh, okay.
No, John gonna tell you what it is.
I told you I'll be knowing half of it. She did it split up.
She did it split up, but she did that shit.
Yeah, he said East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah.
Big ups to all the women that's riding.
She ride that motherfucker.
Any lady who
that get on there. Anybody that get on the big up store.
To go lift that
Applause to all of them.
500 pound, 350, 500 pound motorcycle up every
Give
day.
us our
us
respect.
to all
Just
of
that
them.
simple.
Period. Bottom line. If you don't like it, y'all
Kiss
know
our
what I'm
ass.
saying.
Listen.
Almost time. Kiss our ass.
We
Okay.
have
Uh-oh,
listen.
hold
We
on.
have
I
a private
remember.
Facebook group, Detroit Biker Girls, that's got 700 females in it. There's no reason that we cannot
I'ma sneak in there.
communicate with each other. Listen,
I'm gonna sneak in there.
No, we approve
I'm gonna say my
membership.
name.
Detroit Biker Girls.
I'm gonna say my name, Patricia. Get on that
Hey, look, we
thing.
probably got somebody in there that's like that.
You know there's somebody in there. I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna find me a picture off of out of a magazine too.
No, man, this
Nah.
this was good. It was long, but it was good.
But this is the year
Oh.
of unity, y'all, right?
Yes.
Year of unity and whatever
Starting
dynamic
May
or what that
14th
means for you.
I
Unity
think
Ride.
we really do need to go ahead and get that little picnic thing though together. I think that'll definitely be dope. I'll make sure
I
there.
so I got a couple texts from some fellas, and I think they may. I think it's gonna be good. Rock and Shooter. I don't want to put y'all on blast because y'all text me, but it ain't nothing negative or nothing like that. They suggest that maybe I should do a podcast with properties from different clubs so that we can, talk about it from the perspective of a property. So that
That's a good
people
idea.
that when they hear the word property, they assume
Yeah.
something.
But that-
But let them actually, speak on it because a property ain't always something
But
negative.
you know what I learned though?
It's
The
not.
property up north is different than property down south, y'all. It's different.
Really?
Yeah, that's like even what's her name? This just was on cast.
Ashley.
Ashley Tate. It's the whole
she
bike
did
set
say
is
it was
different south than it is up here. You ain't got all them motorcycle clubs popping up down there like that.
No, they
Not
don't.
at all. No, absolutely not.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, no,
It's
that sound like
different.
a good idea. I think that I'll probably do that. Actually, I think that we should probably have some women come in at least once a month, a group of just women like we got right now, to really talk about some issues. But yeah, I think the next one that we get with some women, it should be properties, because you take Josh, she wore my vest as a property.
Did she?
Yeah.
I remember that. She
You know.
wore it on the 48 too.
And she ain't no.
Look, I didn't know. I thought that in there.
She's not.
She wore that dress though.
When you hear the word property, somebody asks, they like, Ja, who property are you? And in the MC world, like, she is really my property, but in the MC world, she's my property too. So she's like my property times two. However, when you hear property, you look at her, she ain't doing all the things that people perceive properties to do or be like, because you have some people that have their sisters wearing their property vest. So yeah, I think that would be a great topic of discussion to have on there. So I want to do that.
Try to tune in.
Yeah. So before we get out of here on this very long podcast with y'all lovely ladies, is there anything that YCR got coming up?
Yes.
Go ahead, Blue.
Go ahead, baby.
May
Blow it up.
14th, make sure everyone come show some love if you got time to. If you don't, just send some love through the air. Ain't nobody going to be tripping about it. But we are having our 12th year anniversary. It's important to us. Everyone's anniversaries are
location?
important, but the location is still to be determined.
Okay, determined.
We're
So
going
say
to
the
get
date
that.
right now.
Just saying the date.
We're going to get it.
May
We're gonna get it,
14th.
put it on out there. But yes, May 14th, show up, show out, have fun.
I ain't been to your anniversary. I'm coming this year though.
Oh, well, you definitely going to enjoy yourself.
I'm coming this year.
I'm going to hold you to it.
I'm coming this year.
Okay, hold you to it.
I want to make I want to make some more, because actually, to be honest with you, I used to be a real biker. And what I mean by that, because a lot of people, they don't see me out as much, but I got real bills to pay. So my finances don't allow me just to be out here biking. Last summer I wasn't out here like that because I was doing my campaign thing, but this summer I'll probably do a lot more biking like I used to, all over the place and everything. However, I'm gonna say that I think me and Pedro, Sugar T, you out there, and Bossy, because they always got that about them. when we when we come to y'all event, we expect to walk right up in that boy.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's what you're trying to suggest right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure my sisters
We
hear
are
that.
cousins.
Yeah, we
all
I mean,
cousins.
we
Yeah.
want to pop up in there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We
Oh, now
yeah.
we related, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Oh, okay,
cousins.
now we related.
we related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Family card.
Alright.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I pulled a family card out.
yeah.
we
So
hear y'all.
you know, Bossy. I like Bossy. I like the old Bossy better anyway.
What you mean the old Bossy? Bossy ain't changed.
No, I like the old
She
Bossy.
just
I like
calm.
the
You
Gixxer
like that?
1000 orange bike Bossy.
Really?
I like that. I like the 2011 Bossy.
But when Bossy was like that, everybody couldn't handle that.
That's what I liked about
you know
her.
what I'm saying?
I don't like this other Bossy.
Yeah.
You know,
like this
I-
nice Bossy.
yeah, I don't like this
You don't
Shout
like
Bossy.
the
out to our
nice boss.
sister Envy though. Gotta
You
make
know.
sure you give
Yeah.
a shout out to our sister Envy and stuff. I appreciate her and love her and all that good
know.
stuff. All my
Appreciate that.
sisters.
For
We
sure.
love
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
though. When
Now,
I talk about resting bitch faces, we do have them. But I'm telling y'all, we cool as hell.
Let me see, Shalice, what we
That
got?
too.
What we got going on with you this year?
So
I mean, we got the women's ride.
We do have the women's. It's not a women's ride anymore. It's a unity ride because the boys don't like to follow instructions and show up anyway. And the
'Cause we
police
wanna
make them
see-
leave and
we wanna
whatever.
see the women.
So we just said fuck it and turned it into a unity ride. That's May 14th. The details are coming out soon. It is a police escorted ride. It's like 2 hours long. It's awesome through the city of Detroit.
It's
It's like
awesome?
70 miles. It's awesome.
Say that again.
70 miles.
It's awesome.
awesome.
It's awesome.
Besides that, Diamond Clusters has our anniversary party on September 10th, and the details will be coming soon about that. So
All right, let me state this while we talking about the female ride, and I'm not taking away from none of the ladies. When we talk about ride, we talking about safety, and when we start talking about riding in these big groups, I would highly encourage, and it's not just women, men clubs, all clubs, period. I would highly encourage people to work with their members as far as learning how to ride in a
With
group,
group.
and formation, because every time it's a large group, it's always a crash. Someone dropped their bike, somebody riding too close, somebody slamming on their brakes, not enough stopping distance. I strongly encourage
Or people,
people.
trying to play in the ride.
So I'll say
That too.
I think
Right.
that 7 years that we've had our ride,
Play
we've
in the
had that
ride.
I'm aware of, we've had 2 people go down. One came around a corner and hit
Mom.
gravel. This one over here hit a patch of gravel and went down. And we
didn't
had
call
someone
me?
who came over a hill and the traffic was stopped on
Yeah,
the
that
other
was somebody
side
came out
and
on
hit
me,
somebody.
not me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like we've had an accident in 7 years.
Hey, do you wear a helmet?
Huh?
Do you wear a helmet?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of y'all wear helmets.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
good.
checking.
That's good.
You
But
wear a
no,
helmet, Coco?
and
Do you wear a helmet
Yes.
all the time?
No.
Wear your helmet this year. All the time.
I don't get on without my damn helmet.
Don't get on that bike without that helmet no more.
all right. So
All that
Shalice,
cute shit, no.
so
I
Shalice
used to do
and,
that.
and Jay
Don't have
Boogie, cause she on here. When did she
Go ahead.
change her last name to Preston? I just looked at
That's
that.
another page.
Oh, that's an okay. Cause I'm looking like Preston.
She was under the wasn't she under the other one?
I
What
thought
was
she was. Okay.
Switch phones.
but this what I'm saying. This what I'm saying because Jabina said that it hasn't been a problem. And you said, and I don't want it to be a problem. So it's not saying that it is a
Yeah.
problem with you, but as the bike community as a whole, whenever we get into these groups, you get new people that come along, you get old people that's not paying attention. We got people nowadays, they're messing around with their phones, just whatever. I'm just encouraging that people be safe
Yep.
and that you guys, people, bikers, you got road captains
Yeah.
for a purpose,
Yep.
you know, and
We have
I
a
think
lot
that
of police.
it doesn't matter because the
Escorts.
police don't stop a crash.
It's true, but that's what we decided when we started doing this. We do a 70-mile ride on city streets at 25, 35 miles an hour. We don't get on the freeway because we have lots of riders that reached out in the beginning and said, I've never been on the freeway. I don't want to do your ride. And we wanted to make sure that everybody was able to participate. So we ride the ride, we ride the route. We know where the construction's at. We
But
definitely.
the riders don't.
But that's
you need road captains.
that's good. I mean, and I hear all that,
Yeah.
but it kind
In
of
addition to
right because here we go. You have a person that can ride all day long by themselves. when they get into that pack, some people they don't know how to handle
Yeah.
all that stuff.
That's true, but I can
know.
tell you that the sheriff, the Wayne County sheriff,
It don't mean
and
nothing.
the police have asked us. They have specifically asked us not to have people outside of the pack. They want it and them alone. They have specifically.
I
asked
hear
us.
all that, but it has
How
nothing
would
to
you
do
have
with
road
training and showing
captains
them.
With, oh, you mean prior to?
I'm speaking overall in general,
Just
not
in
not
general.
just for your ride,
Work with your members.
but
With
since
your members.
correct,
Yeah, for
work
sure.
with
Yeah.
your Blue is paying attention with her hostile self.
Look at
What
Blue
I-
though. Hold
yeah.
on. Look how
Listen.
Blue got. Look at Blue.
Listen, what's wrong with me?
Look at Blue. Look at Blue.
That's why, baby, I'm blue. Y'all should know. You don't
Yeah,
want to
I see blue.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
But no, let me tell you this
Blue.
real quick. Let me grab this real quick. ISIS. I'm gonna be honest. I do what I do all by myself, however I want to. Cool. I was nervous, okay, when I first joined to ride with my sisters. And why I was nervous was I wasn't sure how they rode, and they weren't sure how I was riding. I didn't want to hurt anybody, and I didn't want nobody to hurt me. I didn't want to throw somebody off their game, however their little zone is. ISIS. Do you hear me, Lavish? I'm letting you know this.
Yeah, she a hell of a woman.
ISIS, back road captain. She said, "Sister, I got you." I said, "Bet." She said, "Listen, this is what we gonna do. We set up some stuff. We did it our little way. I stayed my black ass in the back, okay? Not because I didn't want to ride in the pack with my sisters, but I didn't want to cause any harm for them from my ass freaking out, you know what I'm saying, from being able to ride close up with my sister in that pack. So ISIS helped me be a little bit more chill, calm your little ass down, all that good stuff. She helped teach me the difference with me knowing what I can do by myself and what I can do when I am riding with my sisters. Now, after that, you know, a little lesson, a few different times and stuff, I ride with my sisters, no problem. But I can't say I do have to give my love to my sister Isis because of her. Now, when I do ride with my sisters, I'm a lot more comfortable with them. I don't feel like I'm going to jeopardize them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the stuff that she showed me and what she told me to look out for and stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah. Now I know how to do some type of maneuvering. Most people don't get that. Oh, yeah, I can ride. We can ride. We got the same vest on. Let's ride. Yeah. You go out there, car shoot out. What you going to do then?
Right.
You going to panic, just ran into your sister? You know what I'm saying? Your brother and stuff? You going to slam on your brakes? What you going to do then? You do have to practice with who you are in a club with first.
Absolutely.
Figure out some type of stuff. You never know what happened. People are ignorant. A lot of people don't watch out for bikers. We get it. But the people out there who not riding on them bikes not watching out for bikers. But as a biker, you need to watch out for
Right.
your bike.
Now we got truth on here. I'm not sure if it's anybody else. She said that not every rider is in a club, and that is very true.
Yep.
However, if you're riding with someone that's not in the club, you should help them as well. I mean, we shouldn't just use club as, you know, helping a person with their safety. If I'm in a club and I know this person, I'm unsure about this person, let's put them in the back. Let's figure out something. Because, I mean, you might be my boy and you're on a bike and you roll from home downtown. It's a big difference when you talking about, you know, merging on the freeway, you know, as a group. You know, let me show you, let me help you, and, you know, figure it out like that. So not necessarily saying you got to be in a club, but the people that are in clubs, focus on, you know, teaching your members formation, merging, signals, riding, you know.
We gonna do a show on safety too, ain't we?
Yeah, no, we got a show coming up closer to the weather
Ride
breaking.
season, yeah.
About, you know, safety, different things dealing with, you know, safety or whatnot, because I don't want to, you know, find out that one of our bike fam done, you know, went down and, you know, crashed. And, you know, every year, I hate to say it, that somebody's going to go down. And I'm just hoping that it's not a fatality,
Yeah.
you know, because we
There was
already,
already one last weekend
a fatality?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
on Davidson.
Yeah.
You know, we already got it bad enough watching out for cars, so we don't need to, you know, really do that. Jabina say road captains are important. DeMar said liquid courage changes the dynamics. That is very true. Because we get a lot of bikers, and we know it. We can't lie. We'll be lying. We watch them drink. We see them. Now, I can't lie. I done seen some bikers, they look like they toasted, but they get on that bike and ride that thing like a straight line. But I'm not saying that we should, you know, look at him and be like, he's good, he's straight. I think that maybe we should just still, you know, make it our responsibility to not encourage, you know, people to drink, especially seeing that they are on a motorcycle or take their
And some people
keys.
like, well, I can ride better when I'm drunk or this and that. Have you ever? We did at I think it was Motown Harley had this. I think it was April. Who had this like the eye thing you put on or this mask you put on, and it really gives you the illusion that you're drunk. And you put it on and you try to walk. I was all over the place. And it's like when a person drinks so much, that was how they are. That was scary.
Wasn't it in the last few years there was an MC member that left a clubhouse drunk, and everybody knew he was drunk and tried to get him to stop, and he pulled off, and not too far after that crashed and passed away?
Yeah, that was sad.
I would much rather you be mad at me and fight in the grass for me taking your key from you than have to bury you next week.
Yeah, we don't play that anyway. Our sisters don't play that. Sugar don't play that.
I don't drink. I can't drink.
You drunk, you ain't riding.
All right. Well, we about to go ahead and end this
Yeah, if I know
podcast.
I'm drinking, I'm in my cage.
Because we've been on here 2.5 hours. I enjoy it and everything.
2.5 hours?
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours.
My bedtime. I
Yeah,
gotta-
Oh my God. I gotta pour that 12-hour shift off.
So we
2 hours and 47 minutes.
It was great.
2 hours
Oh,
and
so wait a
47
minute.
minutes.
We got a party coming up
Oh, y'all didn't
Go ahead.
April 2nd. Our property party. Whips, chains, and things.
So it's just some freaky stuff.
Whips, chains, and things.
Probably. Yes, at our clubhouse. Yes, April 2nd. We had a great Mardi Gras party 2 weeks ago. It was really nice. Really nice. And we selling dinners. Me and Dress Up are selling dinners Friday. If anybody wants to come get lunch.
Now, where you
2241
selling?
2241 Davison. That's what we'll be.
Okay.
I'll put it out there again. All day. 10 o'clock until we sell out.
All right, y'all. And listen, again, like I said, the next female thing, we're going to get on these properties, but I want to do at least, it's 4 weeks in a month. I want to at least have one of those weeks with all females on
Right,
here
Jay Boogie.
while we talk about something. So until the next time.
Okay, wait. Jay
Next
Boogie
week,
said we need to
what
start
Jay
the
bring?
breakfast up again. Remember how we used to do that breakfast every
Breaking
fourth
bread
Sunday or
breakfast?
something like that? The breaking bread. We should start that back up.
Didn't we go
Sunday.
out to like Belleville or something?
Somewhere out there.
We rode out to Belleville to that Cajun place that had the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Kind of good spot.
Well, I mean, y'all, whatever
Thanks,
y'all.
Lavish, for inviting us.
Yeah, no
Pedro,
problem.
Thank you for inviting us.
Zoom.
Yeah, I mean, whatever y'all
Zoom.
got, man. Let's put it together. I mean, I got the platform. We can get the message out there, man. Just let me know. And we figure it out. Next week, we on here. We don't have a topic to discuss. However,
Thank you.
just know we on here.
Thank you, Tish.
We all gotta come back
Thank
again.
y'all
We
for-
gotta have all
for
4 of us
tuning
back
in.
again, so we can let y'all know what has happened from now, like around September-ish, something like that. Let y'all know we had some type of growth within
How the
community.
unity
Yeah.
worked. Did we get the unity?
How that unity?
No, I
thing
mean, I
turned out.
don't want y'all just to sit up here and talk about it. Like, I really want y'all
That's
to
what
like,
I'm saying. Bring us
you
back
know,
and let you know
about
how
it
it
and get
worked
it, make
out.
it happen.
I want y'all to put more effort on here because we are talking. People have, listened in and heard this. So I want y'all ladies to go out there and try to hash out y'all petty
Yeah,
differences.
change the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Change the world.
Put that song
You
on
know.
somebody.
Hey, change the set.
All right, so listen. Make sure if you on Facebook right now, make sure y'all tune in to actually subscribe to my YouTube channel because the Facebook Live, as soon as I ended, I deleted anyway. So y'all have to go to my YouTube page. So make sure y'all go to the YouTube page, like the channel, subscribe to it so you can get notifications of the next podcast because that's where I'm going to be at, YouTube. And also the video quality is actually a lot clearer and better on YouTube because YouTube plays in 4K. So make sure y'all follow and subscribe and like Lavish T. Williams on YouTube. And we out of here. Y'all be smooth.
Bye.
Y'all be safe. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's dope.